looking good. Paranoia will connect here from Jing. Looking to try to get the kill. Martin does get taken down, but Jing now needing to go absolutely
if you ever
nuclear in
play
the rest
Sage
of the round.
on Icebox again.
1v4 overall as a turret does get tapped. As Jing will peek out. Managing to find one more. Viva going to be taken down. Jing suspicious that he might get collapsed upon here from above.
There's a smoke.
Sets up for a smoke. Looks to try to get the spike held up to half, but in the end, Rocket will arrive, and that is going to be XLG taking the opening pistol.
It tries to do what he can at the end there to bring the round for PRX, but in a 1 versus 3, it is still just difficult in the grand scheme of things.
Hey,
love the
don't
adaptation
underestimate
from
XLG, dude.
Like,
I don't know if you guys been following CN or anything, but apparently they're number 1, dude,
well, so
in CN. I did not know that information before watching this. So this is not going to be an easy game.
Come out with adaptations like that on the fly certainly does give good confidence to a lot of teams when it comes to the tier 1 aspect. And in the second round, full rifles for XLG. Just the pistols for PRX.
Yeah.
Any casualties here will dent the wallet a little bit for XLG. You've got 2 sheriffs for the side of PRX, so an opportunity to find some eliminations here.
Yeah, just gonna have to see if XLG kind of give you an opportunity with the sheriff potentially. It's quite passive from everyone at the moment. Seeing if there's any stacks, any aggressions. Before deciding for XLG, now they will go towards the B site, and that's the time where PRX started looking.
Oh. For the collapse here, Martin trying to find that kill. Paranoia will buy some time from Jing, allowing for players to disconnect a little bit, but there's still quite a forward position. Forsaken able to find one. Martin does get taken down, but Viva Rar got 1 apiece. Jing on the floor. Quick wrap here. Levi arriving, gets both sheriffs over onto the B site. And for now, it's going to be a slowed approach here for XLG. They've got 2 players tagged up. Sheriffs will kill them off in 1.
There is 30 seconds as well.
Sliding over, Devi finding the headshot. Didn't even
But
need that
Devi, the sheriff, heavy
Take
flashbacks.
it down, Mind Freak. A casualty here, but again,
Okay, never mind then.
And as Coconut will go ahead and take down
okay,
all
script around.
3 remaining players. However, very solid damage.
Imagine Custer saying your IGN XLG Coconut,
bro.
He has a friend called you.
Close at the end there as well, right? 2 versus 2 scenario. Spike not yet planted.
I think you as a name is kind of crazier, no?
Swing with the pistols. Love to see
Hey, I can jinx a friendly match. Okay, technically, I don't know if you count this as a friendly match. But money is money, right?
Yeah,
this is life, yes it is.
That one. Nevertheless, the round gathered
Nice.
by
A nice keyboard, what the hell?
meaning that
Like pink in your
bonus
area.
rounds now, well, they're going to carry over those 2 rifles and just go with the pistols for the remainder
Yes,
of
Patman
the
will not be
squad.
playing
Play
because
this
of
one
his visa,
quite
guys. He has to
honest.
figure out his visa thing for Toronto.
Yeah, so from 5 rifles now.
So nothing really happened. He's just figuring things out.
Definitely not the most comfortable scenario.
Hey, be happy! You guys get to see Mind Freak again.
But still,
It's been quite some time.
Mind Freak just going to be shoved away.
Indo
This is going to be one of those B-site simulator ice boxes here. Thrown at the ready from Forsaken. Bleeding out. Needs to be careful about potential wallbang damage coming through.
Yeah,
We'll just go ahead and back away.
Play it now as well.
Now on the corner. They deny it. Rarga, though, able to come through that last shot.
Oh,
Absolutely
no.
gorgeous as Forsaken gets taken
This is
down.
what you guys mean? Oh no.
What do you look to do now? You've still got 5 members for XLG.
No, somebody just hit the mic.
Re-get those
Wasn't me,
weapons
it was the
on the
custard.
floor, but it's just by sheer numbers that they wait a little bit. Toxic screen to come back online. See no over eagerness from PRX themselves to try and fall back here.
Yeah, willing to play this out as patiently as possible. Spike now being committed to no further way to really delay this one, and Mind Freak's just going to be taken down. The spray through the wall, just catching him.
Yeah.
And now with something in Devi, going to be scratching their heads a bit. Devi already looking like he might rotate out. Comes back across over towards Snowman. But unless something comes up with a kill, trying to
thank God this is not VCT
head,
or anything. Oh,
Jesus. Basically nigh impossible. So weapon going to be swapped out. Something grabs the Vandal. But in the end, XLG, they're going to get this bonus conversion.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to pick up any other guns that are on the floor at the moment. The Outlaw retrieved. There's another gun deep back at Snowman, so that might be a bit of a difficult one to gather.
Yes, guys, your usual watch partyers probably, I don't know if they even know this is...
cash for XLG.
I'm sorry that your watch partiers are not on, okay? My bad, bro. I'll drop them a call.
A little bit passive. You know, the 0 point that goes out really early in that round, removing Devi's utility too, meant that there was nothing to save them off at the very beginning. No early warning system from the alarm, but yeah, it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things when you've got everybody there from Sheila Gaming. New round, not gonna be the B simulator. Gonna tempt things it out.
Yes, this is our very old jersey. Like it's kinda coming back, maybe?
Here for the side of something.
You know what? Don't ask me. I don't know what I'm allowed to say, okay? Leave me alone.
Sheriffs. Quick little orb grab from Forsaken.
I don't think Teho nerfs are in this tournament.
Back away, but that's 2 players noted here on the site. Decent information for XLG.
You guys agree though? Teho is dead, is what people have been saying.
As well, right? Playing a little bit more of a default, seeing if there's any overplay from PRX, who will recognize the situation that they can play towards the time. They can hold a bunch of their utility as well. Start to figure out what XLG does look like, where they may look to go. Spotting out Viva as well at the moment. But you look YOU. That's rough.
And it is. Decent little shot in reply though. Being able to find that. Once the weapon's here around the corner, swings and has the headshot. Oh my god, the third one. It's an absolute belter as Forsaken's gotten 4. Insane value.
Holy, wait, that's a 4. That's 4, right?
What in the hell is that?
Holy fuck.
That's a round. That's what it is for PRX.
Well, that's about the most PRX way to get on the board that I've ever
get any
seen.
money, but you know what I mean.
I mean, it's high noon somewhere in the world, right? This game starting at 5 p.m. local time. Somewhere's got to be there, but those shots absolutely ridiculous with the Sheriff. All the headshots. Let's just have a frag movie from Forsaken now.
I don't understand how people can play like those.
And 4. Just 4 shots.
The 4th one is so damn clean as well. Right through the grating.
I don't know. I don't think we know either.
Yeah. That is, well, that's PRX, baby.
This is our old jersey, guys.
Gonna be bringing up the Hunter's Fury as well for him now. Of course,
I have it too.
So you can pretty much use that to try and come a knocking at the scoreline of XLG right now, who are presenting another purchase. There's some timing for Mindfreak here.
Slipping the net here. Gets entrenched forward here at green, opposite side of the Viper wall, but once again, XLG looking to explore the A site. Push over for the moment. Only something here. Forsaken nearby behind screens, but trying to keep his eyes tied towards mid, but YOU. Long-range headshot coming through. Something going to be taken down. As now Armageddon gets rolled out from Coconut. Forsaken going to be able to chase in off the back of this. Holding back here for the moment as the salvos will force him off the angle.
Honestly, I feel you guys don't think
after that 4K wall falling, Devi is good for 100. Fury now out though, and Forsaken able to find Coconut and Jing. Viva and YOU.
Nice. You guys don't think Forsaken is
so PRX
like a flex player, but he's so fucking consistent.
In response, they get
if anybody were to ask me, like, who is the most consistent player? It would be 100% Forsaken. Dude, man's insane, bro. And he can play whatever he wants.
He would have been in the spot to do some damage.
I don't understand him.
The idea as well that the flank could have come out from PRX there doesn't happen at the end with all the damage that XLG are trying to send in towards the site themselves. They find the opener. It does get ripped away from them though, so that's one of those advantage conversions not going their way. It's enough though at the moment for XLG to drop a timeout. That's real early.
Yeah, only 5 rounds played, still in the lead.
What is ACL? What is ACL?
Matter in which these last couple rounds.
Like a friendly tournament?
Coach wanting to
for money?
We're
playing for money.
Now we'll see what the call looks like. Maybe he's just going to say, just go back to B. B was doing well.
Yeah.
I'll say he's one of the best consistent players.
2 rounds that PRX have gathered as well. It's literally just been some Sheriff shots.
I think every time we watch, like, have a watch party and this guy just he eats something before the damn game.
As well, right? So
he always does well.
I mean, not a lot of stability on the side of PRX and how
this is on ACL, guys.
The map off, but
ACL_bell #no
or enough of an idea already of what's happening. Maybe more importantly for XLG, if PRX are playing really passive, not pushing the extremities, that's an idea for XLG to not need to wait and play default at the very beginning, because you're just wasting time at that point.
Well, something now going to have an operator in hand. I'm sure that was something in the conversation there during the timeout from XLG, warning the players wary.
What the?
Full rifles, just one stinger there for the side of Viva. Otherwise, a decent.
Yeah, I mean, people have their bad games. I agree, but it's like for me, every time when I watch, like, most of the time he's the most consistent. Of course, everybody has their bad game.
You're at 410, looking for a target. A bit of noise is made, and that flash does not pop nearly as deeply as they thought it was going to. Viva taken down as Devi, finding 2. Forsaken looking for a little bit more, cuts back. 6 bullets remaining in the mag, and on the reswing, we'll be able to find YOU. Martin now needing to try to fight his way out, and it's only going to be good for one more.
Yes,
3-3, the timeout.
Maybe
not
I'm just
leading
biased.
to a round
I mean,
win.
I am part of PRX. So
that has us now tied up.
Another
maybe my
situation
vision
as well
is just
for Mindfreak, just off screen, pushing up B long too. So if he's going to continue to gather this information early for PRX, it can be a piece of the puzzle for them to rotate a couple of more forces towards the A side if no one's there, or to quickly get it back over
PC lagging?
towards B. Falls on back. So
Oh,
we'll see what those adjustments do look like for PRX, but right now, more importantly for XLG, dropping that round.
Yo, he just claimed their PC, no?
The pistols yet again. And they're going to potentially challenge an operator here with the blades.
Something expecting to swing
That's
out.
my
Goes
purpose.
for a
I'm just a content
flash
creator.
does hit.
That's
Mindfreak
it.
jiggling on the corner.
I don't do much. I just
obviously
barely exist.
very risky to try to gamble against this guy, but Jing, he likes his odds. He's going to re-swing in, looking for a little bit more, and we'll find a second kill, but YOU takes him down with the Sheriff. Headshot found, pushed through the wall, however. Mindfreak right here on top of him, finds it. There's Devi, now looking for the closeout.
Okay, welcome back. Thought that we left, but you know what I mean.
Surviving, close attempt here for XLG. Try to pull off their own thrifty, but in the end, PRX will now find themselves up by 1 round.
Yeah, a couple of multi-frag members.
Oh my god, it's a joke. Okay, I guess I am 40 years old then.
Staying on top of the trade game as well. The Blade Storm too, unfortunately for Raga, not finding anything. No swift haircuts on towards Jing. Just shooting on by.
Bit of a timing there for Mindfreak.
Is VCT? Okay, I'm not so sure. But this might be a collab with VCT, I think.
Either way, though,
shit like
gets himself on the board.
Oh, hello.
Clicker again from XLG. Back towards the tube. No turrets inside as well, so this gives you a little bit of an idea that there's a change of plate for PRX. Devi's actually even
he got a kill.
still
Didn't
holding
see it,
on
but
to the turret.
I was going to say, he hasn't even placed it. He's fully anticipating. This was a great read from the side of PRX. Does trade back a little bit of damage there versus Raga.
Yeah,
He loses all of his armor, though.
with the info that Mindfreak finds as well, falling on back, calling for the team to completely rotate. You've still got that position of Raga up the kitchens, and that's where the turret will reveal.
Does now get cleared out. Raga's still going to be good for the fight. Finds Devi.
Solo.
Something. Just look at the carve of the pieces. It got the collat hit, I believe, on the Coconut to put him down low on HP, so single.
Chat, can you guys lock in? Stop talking about me and just watch the game.
4K
Awooga.
out of something. And building up the kills, where it's been a little bit quiet so far.
Yeah, but it's all right. The team is kind of doing the lion's share of the work in the very beginning, where we saw some silence from PRX, right?
Bro.
XLG with the 3-0. Now we've had 5 in a row from PRX.
Lock in, man. Okay, Colin, Jesus.
From XLG haven't been working. Do they just fall back on towards a bit of a default and try to methodically clear some angles little by little? You're going to have to see what they can do against something here with the operator posted on a different line, though. Salvo's still going towards pipes and the orb.
Jing, though, so far forward, and it's just completely unread
Another
from the side of XLG. It's another 2K here for him. Now Forsaken moving forward as well. Gets the spike drop down onto the floor, peels back, sends out the drone.
Shot that gun like a fucking
Martin
stinger.
over the top. See what he can get done. Something going for a bit of a flick there. Can't quite make it connect. Some damage dealt to the members of PRX, but still 5 players strong for the moment.
Yeah, have to see if these Guardians are going to be able to find anything. There's a good one from YOU.
Solid little shot there. Forsaken getting ahead of himself.
He was one of the high HP players too for PRX, so
Yeah, you got 2 at risk.
a good spot though at the moment for Mindfreak.
Not holding.
Oh,
it
just
with a
seen you
weapon,
look good,
though.
please
It's
connect
just going to
quickly.
be jiggling the angle. Spots him out, and he'll back away.
I mean, you can't use
Mike's
our
still on
old.
the floor. Not sure if PRX has actually peeked forward to guarantee that it's still there, which is why I think we start seeing these rotations across to the B side, so they don't have the full information.
Yeah, just dropped still when Forsaken found the kill. But with 30 seconds to go, essentially, XLG will be locked into.
Oh, if he hit that shot, I'll give you $50,000, dude.
It is the two low players here.
For another one, and okay, well, doesn't get Martin, he gets YOU, and Jing will find himself a 3K. PRX.
Oh, I do.
All of their round wins now here in a row as they get up to 6.
Yeah, I definitely see an answer come out from XLG. Do they toy with the idea of deploying their second timeout or not? Because the half is starting to really get away from them. Was their decision to start on the attacking side for this map as well.
That is just down. Good lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, calling a second timeout in the same half, it always feels so bad, but when you have PRX, just stringing them together like they are, you have to try to bring this train to a stop.
Well, you don't call the timeout.
Jing.
Call it.
Walking down. And,
oh, God.
Go ahead and find that little chunk of damage, but overall still relatively healthy.
Could see lockdowns invested here as well.
Something trying to go for the push, but the shot not going to connect, and Mindfreak ends up falling.
I'll do it again.
Kill from Raga. Hearing the wraparound Forsaken, turns his sights and finds Martin there in kitchen with the Hunter's Fury.
There's no way that fucking shot,
blast
dude.
Ultimate there, but still, this round getting away from PRX because of the ultimate use.
Holy shit,
this
bro.
lockdown is for free.
No, I'll give him $5 for that.
Forward, though, is going to be detained here around backside and needs some protection from Forsaken, who is not going to be able to keep him alive.
Let's see if he's got a 1v3 for him, though.
Obviously, we'll have heard that tailwind. Knows that Raga is going to be behind Alarm Bot.
She's for $5.
The reveal. And it just feels like this should be a nigh impossible position to try to clear your way out from. To be able to isolate these three duels would be so damn impressive. And won't quite get the opportunity. A 3K from Raga will go ahead and break the win streak from PRX as XLG find their fourth round win.
I don't give a shit who's your crush. I don't care what you're crushing on. I will just want to watch the game. I just want to watch the game, and every time I look at my chat, you're asking something about me, talking about something about me. I just want to watch the fucking game. Thank you. Sit down.
A little bit of time.
Thank you.
You're just dotting I's, crossing T's. That sort of position. As XLG will get another round on the board finally. Still having to chip away at the economy.
No, I am calm.
Really got to do too much for the remainder of this half now with everything that's been built up for PRX.
They're coasting.
Operator on the line again.
Stealth drone chasing, suppressing. Just going to be a drop down back at the flash here. Something repositioning, rewrapping here back yellow. Looking for the shot, but cannot quite make it happen. Shorty going to be drawn out though.
He's still alive.
Forward, ends up getting taken down. Jing at the same time able to find Coconut. TP's up over the top. There's the reveal. Ping onto 2, and Jing is there to absolutely destroy them. YOU now arriving. Cuts his way across through orange, but already it's just fallen to pieces.
They're not aware of this though.
About to find out. How patiently can he play it? Does Mindfreak ever look left? I don't think he will.
Oh my God.
The strike.
Poor guy.
No. Similarly, getting taken down.
No
now
way.
Suddenly YOU gets us into a workable spot. Still has to recover the spike.
Okay, here comes Forsaken.
PRX 2, and they're splitting up right now.
You could get a 1v1 though.
Easy to try to isolate here. I mean, Divide does have a lockdown, but a 2v1 commitment on the ultimate would certainly feel bad, even with a round victory.
Yeah. Drone as well, just going out from Forsaken.
He will never check that.
Closest to the site.
Silently up and over the top. YOU's position now.
He's distracted. He will never know where Divide is.
Divide. There's the big reveal. There's the headshot. And Forsaken will recover the round. And spare a monstrous clutch coming through.
Yeah, sort of asking the questions as well with the new PRX and how the Omen is looking for Jing. I think this is a great example of a round from him where he is really starting to recognize how this agent can be played and what the kit brings to the table. Just catching them off guard completely with a great reveal out from the dart. And then Shrouded stepping out for the kills. Last round of the half now.
ACL.
See if XLG are going to be able to make it a 7-5. Directions though from PRX, multi-prong towards the A site.
Who says that?
Belt down below. But now they fall back.
Oh, it was a jet out, right?
Side of Raga. Had to invest his money to try to get a weapon from
That
one
was
of his
so
teammates.
aggressive. Holy shit.
Even with that sacrifice, there's still a stinger in hand here for Coconut. I'm getting in the back pocket, likely just
Oh damn, you guys
trying
know.
to hold that in case Divide pulls the trigger on the lockdown, but
I mean, I guess you guys saw the out. Never mind.
PRX is going to be in a good spot with their retake tools.
Don't mind the idea of the retake for them as well. but then
Big
you
man,
do start
I
to
can
question
speak
what
a
if
little.
Viva gets the
Oh,
null
Lima,
command
B.
online as well. It'll keep you in check for a little bit. You've got time to really be bought with the Armageddon as well, where actually Coconut is looking to use that for the entry gain on towards the site now. Seeing nothing home though, it's not going to be needed, which is kind of neat for XLG. Scaling on up, get the ult off the plant as Viva, which shouldn't be denied unless...
Holy shit, it's so aggressive. Wait, I need to
Little bit
change
of
my
damage
Valorant
across
language
on
to
the spray.
Chinese, dude.
Pit now in play here, but again,
way they
that
say the voice
lockdown,
line
something that
is
can
so
come
aggressive.
in for
Love
the
it.
side of PRX. Trying to get that Armageddon out nice and early.
Thank you.
Something though, pushing the poison orb close left angle, tries to go for a flick, but yet
Oh,
he's not
fuck.
ready for it, so it's an easy collect for YOU. XLG looking good to be able to find around 5, swing on the corner though, Forsaken around the back of Yellow, taking down Raga. Trade out here on the Jets, but the time is ticking away, getting further and further out of PRX's
Yeah,
hands.
video change
Forsaken on the push forward, eventually he's able to find Viva, takes him down, but now the Nano's going to be popped, more time delay. It's going to be coming through here for the side of XLG, as now the Armageddon
is
gets
happening?
laid in over the top. The Tain is there
Oh,
on the
it's
Martin,
loaded
but
though.
Spike will erupt. And just good time buying. XLG recovering the half as much as they possibly
Thank you,
can.
mods, for
Yeah, it's really
like
it, isn't
replying
it?
everybody
Just
asking
the amount of time
about
that they've
different
been able
things
to
at
buy,
different
with
times.
the pit going down, with the Armageddon still just being held to the very end, you know, with the lockdown coming in, you recognize, oh, there's not actually enough time for this to fully explode and contain us. If we just get the timing out on the Armageddon, it'll be fine. So play a little bit further back as Coconut. Great heads up play
Okay.
for XLG to have a bit of a recovery in that half, because the way that it was going, you know, it could have been something of a 9-3.
My volume.
Alex looking relatively non-plus at the end of that half. I think you went, okay, 7, getting the advantage from the defending side. The start on Icebox.
This is
I'm okay
CN
with that.
production, huh?
For sure.
We'll be able to get him
You get
on
it?
camera.
We'll put in a request.
Actually, I was waiting for one guy, not even one guy, bro.
All
The
right,
hell?
well, here we go. Side swap. As
Yeah, what they do in
XLG
the pictures.
will move over onto the defending side. Let's see, like you said, how double.
Oh yeah, it does sound like Dress to Impress.
be.
What the hell? You're right.
It wasn't really needed in the last time PRX played this map of Icebox against RRQ.
Yo, that fucking chair looks
Lion's
goddamn
share of
insane, dude.
efforts on the
Are you about to
defensive side,
look like
with a lot of
it looks
retake
like
scenarios
Gundam or
as
some
well.
shit, like you're sitting in the Gundam. What the hell?
So changing it up onto the attacking side.
What is
See
that brand?
what
What
it
chair of
actually
brand
really
is
looks
that?
like, right? There's going to have to be a lot of mid-rounding from them, I feel like. And recognizing where XLG are going to start to look to push. They do play this a little bit different generally, with where they like to put their Viper as well. And that's continuing over with Martin substituting in towards the role. Slow and steady for PRX up through B main.
When I heard the interview, I thought you were a ladylike
XLG
person.
off to the
I'm still
distance,
ladylike
with a
in
full
some
pistol
ways,
execute to gain the
sometimes.
full control of the A
When I
side.
want to
See
be.
nothing is there.
What
Gonna have to
the-
rotate over towards B soon.
Being on other camera is just a different feeling than streaming.
Gets revealed out by the drone.
One is at home, one is not.
Line on the paranoia. Martin watching from behind. Now cuts across over towards Snowman, but no real way to interrupt this. So Spike is going to be in play very quickly, and you looking for a transfer there off the Ghost. Does manage to find a bit of damage as something gets taken down to 70 HP, but PRX very quickly get that Spike in play.
Yeah, very long flank to come through from XLG here. Time is ticking.
Mind Freak watching here along the back knows that there's going to be at least a flank, but pulls off of the angle for now. Gets tucked into the cubby, but that potentially leaves the rest of the players
What?
here at risk as Martin is able to find something seemingly
Flank.
through the wall.
Oh god,
Swing
oh my
out
god,
now,
dude,
Raga.
my freak keeps
Striking,
getting
gets
caught.
the headshot tap on the
Holy.
Forsaken as well. And that is
Uh-oh.
going to be
Wait a
the
minute.
defuse coming in. XLG plenty of time as they now go 2 for 2 in the pistols.
Yeah, not worried at the end. They're happy enough to
World
let
in-
Raga
what is that?
silently creep up in the flank. Meanwhile, some distractions from the remainder of the squad as well. Just Martin catching something as the top of the screen goes on up. But yeah, 4 alive at the end. A pretty convincing retake to come through from XLG, despite the time starting to get a little bit worrisome.
Also, if I'm not wrong, okay, the one next to Alex, I don't think I've met him before.
Scratching his head a little bit, saying, "Why
He's like
do we
a,
stop watching
what
this
do you call it,
angle?"
a mental
Yeah,
coach or
yeah,
something?
sure.
I'm not sure.
Another
Force up, though.
hefty investment, but yeah, I mean, like you said, force buy.
Oh,
coming
okay,
into the side of
performance
PRX.
coach. Yeah, I've not met him.
Well, they got to try and do something.
Mental
here as well.
coach, oh,
When you
bro.
consider that XLG found the pistol
Performance
in the second
coach,
round and
performance.
the bonus in the first half. And they're trailing.
Straight across. That should
Fuck.
have been Raga spotted
Yeah,
as
you
well,
know what I
so
mean, you know what I mean. I don't know, bro.
positions with this outlaw.
Sorry.
to do some damage, and that's going to be taken dead off the rip.
Fly down to 5 HP as well through the tag.
Just there around the corner. It's also at 10 HP. They're just getting absolutely torn asunder.
What the?
2 casualties, some
that was
damage,
fast.
but in the end,
God.
because of the force, it's not nearly
I
enough.
mean, about the same
that's
thing,
where it
right?
gets a little bit problematic too, because with the tied up scoreline now,
Nani?
that's where you would expect the lead to potentially be conceded, unless we cast our minds back to yesterday and have these very wild drifties and half-wires and stop working.
See, I can't read that. That's way too long.
PRX.
No, not at all. And it might just be the cause of a timeout call here for the side of PRX.
I'm excited for
If
Toronto
that is
though.
the case, or if Alex
I
will wait
think
a little
during
bit
Masters
longer,
Bangkok,
try to
we
see if
didn't
they can
have
still
like
play against
Fnatic,
bonus here.
PRX.
That
I think
is gonna
Fnatic
be the
made
call.
it, right?
So it's going to be full sheriff purchases
Fine
here
for
the
EU.
side of PRX.
I think Toronto is going to be a
Players
banger.
with armor, and even then, it's half.
If I can
So,
be alive
yeah,
at whatever
the
timing
Outlaw
they
is gonna
stream it.
continue to absolutely rip.
Yo, what's going
On the
on?
back of that.
Never mind, scripted round, right?
Salvos now.
We're kind of
sent
cooked with our
by,
buys.
take it down. I believe this is a war grab here from Forsaken. As yep, this time the
What
Sheriff
the
not
wait?
really going to sing. Forsaken, no opportunity to try to pull off another
was
4K.
fast.
It's going to be a
was so
flawless round
fast.
for XLG.
Yeah, in those
What
sort of
the hell?
situations as well, despite having, you know, a drone available for Forsaken, for example, you don't really want to be using it there. It is the eco. You're seeing something peak a little bit ahead of that one if you wanted to set it out. You're just holding your utility to the next rounds.
What the hell
So that
happened,
you're
dude?
maximizing your own economy as well and having everything you need to try and gather around, because in the next
Course,
one now,
yeah,
it's gonna be
and
the
then
first
we are
go
on
round
shit
for
buys after.
PRX, see if they can echo the same kind of start.
Mental
of the
coach,
first
help!
half. You drop the first 3 rounds, you realize what you
Is he
need to do,
laughing? Oh
come
god,
out
he's
with a really
done.
good run.
All right, well, full Vandals. One player only at a risk here from the Outlaws. Forsaken 25 armor. And at this time, they're
I
continuing
don't think
to just
PRX
get
care
this
about.
A
I mean,
site. I think XLG was thinking
they wouldn't play as
over to be the time.
serious.
So get it over, and it's going to be a little bit.
Like,
of
it
a
wouldn't be
misjudge.
too
So
stressful for them,
another
I would say.
through. Spike being
But
brought
at the end of the
forward.
day,
Forsaken
you want to
able to
win
stick
money,
the
right? When you play as a pro player, you want to win as much as you can to earn as
Eye
much
out,
money
but
as you
the
can,
turret
you know?
should reveal him actually
I'm
for
sure they
one
still want to win.
Yes, slid up to,
Just
but
maybe
that
not as
does
stressful
mean that
as,
there's
like, playing in
a risk here for
VCT.
Coconut. He pivots across into kitchen, though, but he's going to be backing away as we watch the mini-map there. Goes
Yeah,
through
money,
the
money.
defender's spawn, so not going to be taken down. Full flash there onto something.
Oh, he's still alive.
Managed to stay alive, and YOU eats an immense amount of damage. That big reveal comes out. Something in the line one. Even
Okay, there you go.
Forsaken with 2, and just like that, flood
What the
attempt
hell?
quickly as the tide stemmed. PRX finding some stability here with weapons in hand as they tie us up at 8-8.
And I'm noticing a lot of improvements actually in the game plan in this round from PRX too. The placements of Jing's smokes are allowing them to very, you know, step-by-step work up towards the A site as well. I highlighted earlier, I think he's been improving, you know, over that B side example where he came out with the play, but if we're seeing PRX really start to elevate on the back of this style of play for them, yeah, it's going to look pretty good for Icebox. Tied up scoreline though. Big old gun round with not a lot of ultimates available just yet, of course. Just the one from Forsaken. Start to get them a little bit more on the board soon. As PRX going to toy with the idea of going towards YOU at this B site. Already Raga rotating over, and this is where the operator is going to be. But can it sing?
And absolutely can. At least the first 2. Pretty good. Something. Dead. That's all of your entry power pretty much here for the side of PRX.
Yeah, it's just completely stopped them, hasn't it?
No, he's just got that kill and he's just going to dip out. He's suspecting that it's going to be a rotate here. PRX just cutting noise.
Is Raga a goat?
Mind Freak over towards
I don't know, this
mid.
is my first time watching him.
If you want to try and exploit back in towards the B side at the moment, you're waiting for your recon dart to come back for Forsaken. You're waiting for your toxins to come online as well. And
On
that's
the
exactly what
officials?
they've now
It's on
built
ACL
up.
underscore
It's time for
Val.
them to go back in. Yeah, go drone
If you
first.
search that up, you'll probably see it.
Drone on the corner. Quick spot
On
out.
YouTube too, I think.
Tag not found. There's going to be some nanos here. YOU is able to maintain this position. Martin at the same time displacing the flank. Mind Freak unable to get into position. Really trying to play that one
my
out.
days.
The flash connecting is absolutely gorgeous here from Viva.
In my head, I thought like today will be
Another
easier
one there.
games.
It's Divine.
Because this is my first time watching XLG. I didn't know that they were number 1 in CN.
In a strong
And after you guys
position.
told me that, I'm just
Flawless
okay.
round, and Divine getting taken down. That is a round done and
Oh
dusted. So
my
Jinx is going to
days,
have to try to
bro.
TP out and hold on to his weapon at the end of the day.
Yeah, all pretty readable kills to come through from XLG there as well. Great assistance, great timing. The space that PRX
I wonder what you guys mean by destroy
ADG. You would
ADG.
assume can be quite clear.
Like, how bad was it?
XLG to just adjust what
That
they
so many
need
people
to do.
keep saying that.
Back of the first operator pick, you see no aggressions. That's actually disgusting.
Like
Martin didn't
specifically
even see
only
him.
Raraga?
He's just sprayed in the orb.
Oh, plus
Yeah.
Oh.
Just reading the timing.
36 and 15? On like what, one map or
Nicely done here from XLG.
on one map? Holy
One at a
fuck.
time. Every kill kind of disconnected. PRX asking a little bit earlier. Will we see a timeout come out?
Okay.
It's gonna be now.
Pulling the trigger on it. Well, they have once again lost the lead. Still tight knit, but
Yeah, no, I think I don't know what's going on with ADG right now, but they are a mess.
Here for PRX and Alex.
Yeah, absolutely.
What Jemkin did to PRX? Okay, fair enough.
Going in towards a fresh
Can't even say
round
anything
with
about that
new
because
ideas as
Jemkin,
well.
honestly,
So
he was
hopefully you're able to
insane.
come out with something a little bit better. Though with the timeout that came out from XLG previously,
Why is my Patman isn't here? Isn't there? I mean.
Plan. Voya needs to make sure that the team is going to be able to pull this one through to hold a lead to try and close out the map as well from this point out. Because if you start to consider getting deep in this map now, means you have to be balancing out your economy. You want to have your refreshing ults go around as well. Will Forsaken be using the Hunter's Fury? Keep anything in check like the lockdowns at the moment because YOU.
Bro, you want me to? I don't think I can close stream right now.
Potentially use that for the kills, of course, not just to deny ults.
Oh dear.
Operator still in the hand of
Oh no,
Raga.
my freak's having a
As the
bit.
timeout subsides, it's going to be a
Whoa!
pretty similar setup for the defenses of XLG.
Nihonjin Ippayaru! Holy shit!
Clearing of A with the utility. And that's exactly what
I've been watching a lot of Haikyuu, that's why I've been saying random shit, but
see nothing home.
Holy shit, there's so many people from Japan.
Hey! Are scaling pretty fast.
Yokoso.
They are, and no tags on the 0 point. Still leaving the offense trench on that position. Surprising. Something eating a little bit though, making plenty of noise as he downs over top of the nano
But
swarms.
they are nothing.
Armageddon picked up as well for Coconut. See if they try to bait that out.
I'm trying to finish Haikyuu before it leaves Netflix, dude. Because I've never watched it, and everybody it used to be hyped.
Is in position basically.
There's the tap.
This is still going to be a little bit of a risk here. Device swinging around the corner. Behind one is YOU gets taken down. Raga good for one with the blades before falling. As Coconut and Martin now being the try.
One touchy!
Like their way back into this round. A 1v2 here for the Viper of XLG. Forced away here for the moment. The spike now going to be recovered.
Don't you watch? I didn't know he was even watch partying, guys.
On this corner here, very back of the plantable space. Something on the jiggle peak, able to spot him out here. The back of kitchen.
All right. Okay, let's not do that now, bro.
As well. Can actually play for the one way.
Bro. Thank you, Roro. Oh, arigato. Thank you for the 2 months.
Wide on the approach, only a bite to work with, but now Martin, yep, noted. Double swing. Something able to go ahead.
Wait, 9-9 isn't too bad though.
Not without casualties. Obviously, 3 players dropped on the set of PRX, and the economy has been in a shaky space to say the least. So not without cost, but they tie us up once more.
Yeah, and on the back of the timeout as well, going a PRX's way again. The Armageddon, you know, I was wondering, are they going to use that to try and deny the spike plant from going down, or wait for it to use it later, clearing out all of long perhaps, or
yes, he's still.
yellow.
Hey! Patman is still with PRX.
Used for no avail.
Calm down, calm down. He's still with PRX, he just needs to go do his visa.
In check for XLG, so another gun round
what are those chairs? That's insane, no? I don't know if it looks comfy. I don't think it looks comfy, but that shit looks insane. I want one.
On the tag, otherwise maybe the Hunter's Fury would have come out.
I hope Mind Freak pops off, like maybe the next map or something. I'm kind of scared of what people will start saying about him.
Could be strong for them.
Hopefully he has strong mental though.
Raga on this spot, however, not with the operator, just the Vandal. Tailwind popped.
Yeah, a bit of a fake here with that cloudburst.
But then again, yeah, he has gotten flanked. Every time I see the enemy's POV waiting to shoot him, he's not looking at him.
Does that give you an idea for XLG to budge over towards the B site or not? When you think it might be a bit of a re-split hit. Good smoke. And a flash to start to scale up towards the
Strong, you
pallet.
think so?
Stopping his way through here. Coconut
What
able to find
the
one though. Ignores the jet. Now peeks back in, and something.
What is
cannot
this
get it
team?
done. Divine going to be noted here from below. And Martin able to find him. As all the while, Forsaken was busy trying to utilize this Hunter's Fury, but to no avail. Nothing found. And XLG, barring an ace clutch here from Forsaken, they're going to get themselves to double digits and regain the lead.
And not a single point of damage delivered to XLG in this round as well. Very crispy shots to come out from Coconut. Good read from XLG as well. You know, these are the sort of situations where if you are playing very passive as an attacking team, you do afford the defenders to have a good little answer, good little positions, rotations when they to and fro around the map. Where are they pushing? Getting all the information.
How much you guys want to bet the haters are going to start calling PRX frauds if we lose this game? Like if we lose here.
You still got the protection of that pit towards the A side as well.
Here comes the haters again! Son of God, every time we lose a game... Oh my days.
Forsaken survived, but chance that he might have actually gotten taken down at the very end of the round was peaking.
It's very on and off, right? Like every time PRX win, you know, the fans get happy, but when we lose one game, the haters will start coming out. And it's like, brah! They come out of nowhere, dude.
Jing knives for something, otherwise Sheriff's and the remaining players. Try to pull off a thrifty to get themselves back into this one.
Bang, yeah, I know.
Raga be expecting this one.
Shots are flying and damage is being received. Divide down to 45.
PRX want to go a little bit quicker to stave them off, to force them back into submission a little bit. Meanwhile, Mind Freak starting to peek and prod towards the B side.
Lens, if you, I think PRX haters are just one of a kind. If we lose any game at all, they will come out from their cave, bro.
Flashed up, dips back into them.
These
two pulses. That headshot is absolutely instantaneous. Coconut. No idea what in the hell had taken him down. Another flash connecting here on something this time will not be as fortunate on the back end. Ends up falling as
what's happening?
2 kills. Forsaken playing backside, able to find one. Jing it screens, comes up with another 2 eliminations for himself. And suddenly, Martin, last one standing. PRX. 1 kill away from pulling off the thrifty. Martin for the clutch, but is not going to get the opportunity to go for the transfer.
So close, bro.
PRX, they tie us up once again.
I'm still watching Haikyuu, bro.
To enter back with in this
I'm gonna fight for a match point, and everyone keeps. Never mind, I'll stop now. I'm sorry.
Come out there, very valid purchase to come through from Jing in the end there.
Oh, they lost. They haven't lost. Oh, sorry. You mean how they lost this round? Okay, never mind.
Flashes from Viva in this game so far.
I don't know. It was 2v4.
Absolutely insane.
He is just
didn't look down.
lining people up left, right, and center.
But tied up 10 apiece. Keep going this way as well. This map is just going to go on forever. No one having their economy broken just yet too in the backwards and forwards affair.
Only 8 assists for Viva. I saw there, but I mean,
it feels like every flash has got kills.
I think it's just because.
What is this game for? Money. What is this game for?
An elimination.
Money, bro.
He is hitting them.
That many
right there as well, so they go 1 for 1. Raga going to take it down though, and now Martin, once again, just noting this lurk. TP into the defender spawn for Jing is suspected, but something.
Well, Pywatch is crazy, bro.
A little bit of a distraction, finding Martin, but YOU similarly still has his eyes trained over.
I'm down. What the fuck?
The element in the end.
This is where you get a little bit of suspicion.
Are they gonna?
As well
we are not playing in EWC, right?
The B side, early killjoy utility popped.
Only 2 teams.
Spotting out YOU with the drone, you would assume, unless it goes all the way back to the snowman, which it actually will.
Yeah. Lets them know. Lockdown Isabel wants something, can't hold the flank. Forsaken now. All alone versus 3, finds the first.
Yo, you win this, I give you $5,000 USD right now.
To reposition.
What's your PayPal?
Go for the reload, doesn't want to make any noise.
It's not planted from here.
8 bullets, 41 HP.
Not at all. From one, spots out Viva. The Viva gets the jump. That's going to be XLG once again, just continuing to swing things back and forth. The last 6 rounds have just been alternating.
Yeah, and eventually you're going to see ultimates build up really rapid as well.
High expectations. No, I haven't.
The economy game at the moment. Very ambitious.
I'm still in the middle of watching it.
all the way in towards the spawn. Dark cover there as well. You're pretty much going to be guaranteed that that's where he's going to be going there. So we'll see what the verdict is going to be for PRX in this round, and the money not built up enough, but they're going to at least try to get something situated, give themselves another chance like they did in the round prior.
Are you talking about the prize pool?
Vandals going into that one. Jing
What's that jersey? Our OG jersey.
Trading out the team.
Oh my god, he's really on Pie Watch.
A bit more of the split variety for them.
One touchy.
Clear on the turret. Devi over the top, something
I'll
here on
stop.
the floor. Try to see if they can find any catch here at A. PRX at the moment, though, getting grouped up, about to attack into the stack from XLG.
Oh,
He's
timing
giving
on the
the kill.
drone.
Pretty well read. We'll spot out at least one. As it drone over the top, revealing Raga in the forward spot. Has to reposition. Fragment at the ready. Send Viva looking to try to continue to slow this.
Oh my days. Nice.
Disrespecting the smoke. Forsaken storms through, and Raga ends up getting taken down. Up and over the top goes something, and have they done it again? Is the
Yo, we
question.
can win this round with all the shit-ass guns.
Will get dropped. Player spotted around the back, but now Viva bleeding out
pretty
on the
back and
floor.
forth, no?
YOU is dead, and that leaves Martin needing to try to
3v2,
clutch
can we
versus
retrieve
three.
one
Weapons
more?
recovered. A wide swing attempt with the stinger at range. Not going to lead to too much of anything there, but Divide plays off the back.
11-11, what the hell?
Continue to find these
What's going on?
And continue to keep going backwards.
I'm pretty
and
sure we
forwards
had
as well
really
in
pretty
this
shit
one.
buys there
No one
too.
can get anything consecutive on this second half, bar the 3 to begin. Stingers roaring out for PRX in this round. The Vandal as well for Jing before he gets a little bit too overzealous, pushing an opportunity. May very well have been given to Martin at the end there, but it does get ripped away.
mind freak.
11 apiece.
Oh
Full
God.
rounds of regulation phase needed for this first map of the #1 seeds in this ACL tournament.
We just need to get an
OT on
ace, bro.
Icebox yesterday with PRX versus Billy. Why not here to start things off on day 2 of the ACL?
Drone
The hell
again
are you
going out
guys
from
looking
XLG,
at?
putting out what it can. A little bit more of a forward position from Coconut. Oh, it doesn't
Ooh.
matter. If
He
Raga's hitting a
shot.
shot like that.
Yep, not even that much damage going to be taken in trade. Just a massive opening kill found here for him. Quick little reposition, slides around the back of sight, and for the moment, looks like PRX scratching their heads, wondering if they should end up at B, and that is going to be the play call.
Going
Drone
towards
coming out.
E.
Forsaken.
We're faking this shit with a drone.
Yeah, this could be a
They're
good
falling
fake time
for it.
PRX as well, because
Except for the
they're
Viper. The Viper's still on B.
from a
But everyone
flash
else is on
B
A.
side.
Lockdown out.
Put Martin out, and yeah, this is a good selling point right now for
that's great.
PRX. But what can Martin actually do at this B site now? Hearing the utility, hearing
The
the
fuck?
plant.
White is going to go down and
did the snake
get a
bite
bit
hit?
of damage there on the Ching, but ultimately
Okay,
not
got
too
it.
much. Pit now in play.
And with the lockdown being used over at the A side, it's free reign for Divide to potentially use his.
Yeah, you can't try to flush him out. Taken on the repeat, able to finish the job that something has started. Raga going to be taken down.
Let's get the
Now,
match point
both teams
first.
Jetless, a 4v4 retake.
What the fuck?
Just hits one
Oh
right
my
through the
God.
smoke. Unlucky there from Jing, to say the least. Lockdown buys further time. PRX still in with the advantage.
The time's ticking
As
though.
well if needed for Forsaken.
Timing
Just
play.
need to buy time,
Think
bro.
Bite
Don't
goes
need to do
out.
anything
Fine.
at all.
Eliminated, but
He
the
got a
fight finds
kill!
YOU is the case. They're tearing them asunder.
Oh, he died.
Fury now invested, and Forsaken able to just go ahead and
Alright,
bring
we
this
won the
round
round.
to an end. Still though, it's
Congrats,
damn
oh god.
messy.
He got a kill,
We do
guys.
get Coconut dead here at the very end, so nothing going to be
Is he
carried
still on
forward
Pie Watch
from
or not?
XLG, but it's only Forsaken surviving as PRX are the first to
And
get up to
indeed.
match point.
Also the first to break this little curse
pressed
at the
tab.
moment of the backwards and forwards affair, doubling down. I noticed at the tail end of that round, there are a couple of players on XLG at the 50, 100
Wait,
credit
350?
mark, so coming into this last
Oh,
round as
no.
well, could look to be a little bit
Oh,
problematic,
he
a
got
little
true
bit less equipped.
for 1 second before he died,
See
right?
with this game coming
Oh yeah,
back
he
on
is,
now,
he
what
is.
they done
He
to
did
do,
get 3
what
on
ice
4 for a
shields in
bit.
the play, there's a
Oh god.
bulldog. You're not near the blades.
It's okay, it's okay. He got a kill, man. Fucking hell.
This is where things do get a little bit dicey.
Alright,
A timeout
end
to be
this.
called though.
Oh,
XLG wanting to get this
music goes
over
hard.
the line into OT. Still have an opportunity here at that win. Obviously, cash on the line.
happened?
for
I
either
don't know, bro.
squad, but
I mean, he
added
hasn't been playing the
pressure of
game, I
home
assume.
crowd watching.
Honestly, I'm not sure. Does he play the game
Wanting to
out
come
of,
on
like,
top.
pro? Like rank or shit like that?
Lots of words to be
You guys would
discussed
know.
on
You guys are
XLG's
stalkers.
side at the moment. Got to come out with a pretty great game plan on this defensive side because it's been pretty copy-paste a lot of these times as well with how they've been gathering their information over it.
Oh, he does? See, I knew it. You guys are
Slight
stalkers. What the
adjustments
fuck?
from PRX, you know, putting something in towards jail with a stinger, a little bit different just to have a how do you do in case they are peeking there again. So whether or not we get a bit more of a calculated early game strategy here from XLG to
Hey,
catch
if we go
PRX off
OT, he
guard.
can get double digit. But the thing is, do
Feel
we
like
want
they've
an
gotta do
OT? Probably
something and
not.
Just play the same sort of style at the moment because it's been a little bit more favorable for PRX in those times. So let us see. Same little retake wall over towards the B site. Last time this one was
Hello.
here, there was a pit towards A. So
lot
we're
of
going to have to get a little bit more
Japanese
forward
today.
information game over there. Meanwhile, PRX
Mama.
very, very quickly over towards B.
And Raga collecting 2.
Ah, it's okay. He got traded, so it's like he just got one. Never mind then. Okay.
But a Mind Freak is holding even.
Okay.
It's a ton of damage onto something. 12 HP remaining. And now it's just him and Divide. And a 2v3 with a pin on the opposite side of the map.
Oh.
Yep, so it is kind of the same thing in the Viper deployment like last time.
Oh, he's
we
so
saw this
low
wall,
though.
but it's a different change of play for them actually.
In no way the
in
first
big
time we go
main
OT just like that, right?
itself. You'd think the Divide has to try and do the heavy lifting in this sort of position as well. Something, 12 HP, finding the gaps around the maps with the Blade Storm.
Has to hope that, that he can hit a nasty flick, but
The buy, $500 right now. PayPal link.
deny that completely.
$500 each person you kill if you win the round.
1v3, otherwise OT. Pushes,
Oh my God, he Michael Jackson into his crosshair.
Isolate, tries to reset.
I'm poor. I'm joking. It's a, oh God, what the fuck?
Killjoy.
Okay, he has to get the last
7
one though
bullets.
to cash out.
In the mag. The pit
HP.
dropped. Martin in the corner. 28 seconds. Divide could go for the pivot.
He still should know he's here.
Oh no, he's
Only
down.
exit point,
He's at the
essentially.
other side.
Yep.
Alrighty, well, a decent little run of it here for the side of Divide, but no clue where the Viper
Okay, we got a
had
fun
gone.
game at
I
least,
thought
right?
that maybe he wrapped
Wrapped
up
all the way
front.
around.
Either way, that means that we are tied up 12 to 12, and we're
I'm
headed
about to
to
get fired. I
overtime.
got too happy for the
a
OT,
much
bro.
needed round,
Hey,
a
but
much
it's a
needed
fun
decision
game.
from XLG in that round, as I was
Alright,
saying.
PRX,
because it
I'll
did
see you
feel a
guys
little bit
another
flat
time.
from them on the
Oh, he's so
defensive side,
happy.
time and time again.
Hey, listen, it isn't like VCT Pacific where we're qualifying for Toronto. It's fun. I told you guys before I like to watch PRX play. I just want to watch them play.
Pushes into the
Chill.
overtime. And now it can
Right,
be anyone's
I will
game
resign
yet
from
again. You're not gonna
PRX.
have to worry
Thank you
about
guys for
economic
supporting all this
problems.
time.
Everyone can have the buy. Not
Nah,
gonna
just
be
kidding,
an
calm down.
though, purchased up in this one. The time being paused should mean a timeout.
I'm on.
I'll wait for the music to see
Like
which one
Peebo.
it is. I'm hoping it's the tactical variety because you do.
Me? I speak everything.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
I was going to say, it's surprising to see it called before any rounds used here in OT. But wanting
45?
to be able to get
Yes,
this
I
win,
am.
I suppose, off the rip, get it done from the attacker side.
Yeah, you definitely do understand that as well. You know, we didn't have too much overtime in yesterday's game between Billy and DRX.
XLG
Two
is
OT
CN number
wins
one,
for
yes.
DRX to close out the map very quickly, closing out the series as well. Given that the first map was
Hey, you chill.
one of the
Hey,
faster
I know,
going.
right? Exile. Can you kill me?
Just to-
No, please don't do that. I'm
To
To
sorry.
say very
13
little
to
about
1.
it.
Not even a pie watch anymore. What is? Is there anything else?
A bit of brutality.
I know 619 is Rey Mysterio.
DRX.
I got that KDA before.
XLG. Well, let's see.
It's when I first
if this
realized
timeout
they call
is
it
gonna
Rey
get them that
Mysterio.
opening
Thank you.
win,
Fucking
and they can
WWE
look to
shit.
Try to do to PRX what DRX did to BLG and get
Well,
that.
after Pie Watch, what's
14-12,
next?
Get into OT and quickly
420.
get out.
Oh.
It looks like it's going to be a bit of a B main prowl at the moment
see.
from PRX. Get something.
Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin! Holy!
You got a couple of numbers as well.
If you're 360, you
So
can't be
mainly for
007.
XLG
It's
with these
not even
positions,
possible.
it's generally.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and that's on the floor.
Are we going back to the
no.
Philippines?
That's
Ooh,
a
Dangina, I'm not
mistake.
sure.
Well, I don't think that was a part of the timeout call.
No.
All right, well, scaling into mid. In theory, a lot more dangerous and precarious. And it's now being watched by 2 players.
Yeah, that plays a little bit different on your game plan in this sort of round if you're going for a bit of a slower play. First engagement,
actually
though,
got that.
something finally going to win one. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, YOU taken down here. Solid opening kill is Mind Freak. Ooh, ooh.
That's a lot of people. Don't die, don't die. Get a kill before you die.
Quickly
You got
now
this.
backing away, does mention
We get
slide back
4.
around the corner, out to safety.
Please give him a kill.
Plan here, trying to push the
Holy.
wall.
PRX trying to
I
keep
can
the
already
numbers
hear the
nice.
Twitter people tweeting, man.
Double face out.
Oh, I
double
thought he got
tap.
2.
Mind Freak and Jing both going to be taken down. And just landing right in front of Martin. I mean, he is making up for the botch earlier.
Oh no.
Doesn't matter if he
Wait.
doesn't have the poison arm, it would seem. He just rips them apart in a round that looks very good for PRX on all fronts at the start. Ends up getting out of their grasp.
Yeah, it just feels like from our
OT
view
one more
right there,
time.
Law's Crosshair on XLG was kind
Please.
of at the right place at the right time. And even getting gifted, you know, a falling frag.
Oh
holding the right
no, I
angles.
can hear the people tweeting
That's gonna
already.
put them something.
Fuck.
And that extra shot from Martin is pretty disgusting. Good round from XLG. This might be
Yeah,
why
our
the timeout was
OT
called
usually is a
going
little
into that round. I mean, we can say that from our
mean,
position. Now they put themselves on the map point of their opponent's pick.
Very true. Lotus.
And I'm not opening Twitter.
Through. I mean, again, PRX.
I only go on Twitter when we win. So when we lose,
too bad about their odds there.
I don't.
They do typically run that double duelist setup with, you know, something in Jing shifting back over onto the Rays, but you would certainly not feel too great about dropping your own map pick.
Yeah. Ambitious angle from Raga. Nevertheless, good for it.
Oh no.
A shot. Looks for a little bit more. Jing does manage to answer one back. Displaces him from pipes. Viva similarly. Gonna fall away as Coconut. Trying to play delay tactics here as much as they possibly can.
We lose our jet, they lose their jet.
I'll flash out. No one receiving that as gonna be a snake bite there into the corner. Just trying to force the positions as much as humanly possible. You can see Forsaken does
Don't really have anyone left.
damage. The device similarly gonna take it down, delayed on that bite. Eventually does fall.
3 versus 3, lots of damage to the PRX lads.
Forsaken and Jing.
Somehow just trying to force our way onto
70
B.
health between the two of them here. Mind Freak, the only one fully healthy, and still is going to be
Bro,
fracking. Comes away with
he's
2
about to
kills
double
here.
his kills. He just need one more, no?
A bit of a rough one so far in this map, but I guess when they need him the most.
All reliable.
Now IOU on the flank.
Yeah, bro, just get one more.
It seems like this has
Oh, he
been
doesn't
read
scan his
somewhat.
ass.
But the recon, I mean, it goes in deep. He's ahead of
Yeah,
it.
okay,
Mind
he has
Freak
an idea though.
still sights set on the angle.
LT again.
Forsaken
Yeah.
watching here in front of 410. Does manage to go ahead and get that kill. So reset OT. Not coming to a conclusion quite just yet.
Yeah, we will go again. And with no timeout available for XLG,
Oh my god.
which I would assume was a bit of assistance coming in towards the first round that they managed to gather.
Welcome
here.
back, bro.
They're going to have to try and figure things out going into it themselves. And what the game plan may very well look like for them. Pretty stock standard
4
on
kills
the
too.
attacking side, of course, though, to start off for XLG. Bit of a B main prod, one might assume, for potentially falling on back and seeing what the lurk of YOU can find over at A, what information he can get.
Just the spot out on the one, and something is just going into the hunt here, but he's going to get burned. He does find a good amount of damage. YOU going to fall down to 30 HP, and at the same time, Raga does get
Yo,
taken
both jet
down. So
down
in the
again.
end,
Deja vu.
solid trade here for the side of PRX.
You gotta be careful playing this angle, though. We have seen a lot of good flashes from Viva towards here. And it could upset Mind Freak. A minute to go. Pivot from XLG towards the A side of things would make you contend with Jing by his lonesome self, essentially, because Forsaken has the task to at least watch over mid at the moment, but coming back on over.
It doesn't have a drone. Already has been used here. Recon still a little ways away from being back online, it would seem.
Just going to double up.
Double
Oh,
up.
I
Attempted
hate
the
this.
high-low here. There's a swing on the corner. Spike now.
I always
confirmed
get
the
so
reposition
paranoid
from Forsaken.
every time they
Jing
do a high-low.
is here with the transfer, and he even flicks up for the
Welcome back,
kill
bro.
on the YOU.
Not that he was ever gone, but you know what I
Headshot
mean.
It was. Didn't need to be. Only had 30 HP remaining on that killjoy, but Jing wanted to show off a little bit, it would seem.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's PRX up to map point.
Yeah, put themselves in a spot where that's a 4 versus 5 deficit
Oh, he even
as
got
well.
the last one.
Good
Third
shots to
ki-
come out
the
from
last
second
kill?
start, but we'll get a bit of a replay on this one from Jing. Spray
What the?
transfer, great
Oh
vertical
my
flick.
fucking god. Hey, click bomber.
Very crisp.
Wait, he has 27 kills, hello?
Lobby
shit, he has
leader here
27
at
kills.
27 kills.
Another situation
Oh
where
God.
there's no operator in play though. I feel like Raga's been pretty good with that
27-16 is crazy, no?
Maybe it's just a little bit of nerves, game plan not facilitated with how they're gathering this A main control time and time again. So I've seen him push up towards pipes with that op. More favouring the rest of the utilities. Shields as well. They start to scope things out over at the A site with the drone. Forsaken just going to be dodging that one at the moment. Very slow pace from PRX on this attacking side for this round.
Good angle.
Coconut holding close. Forsaken wary about an aggressive push forward here.
Yeah, 1 minute to go. Eventually, PRX are going to have to make a decision where they want to end up. Either stay towards A with this drone, where we have seen a fake sold, remember. So you wouldn't assume that XLG are just going to read in towards this one real quick. Dark cover goes deep as well. Still a lot of numbers for XLG over towards this A site means that YOU has to be very aware of what's going to happen in his territory. I'm just going to give it up.
Yep, util going to be popped. Sights turn back towards Tube. There's the walkout.
Oh
there.
my god.
There's the flank noted.
Can't catch a break,
Looks like they're able
bro.
to trade one, but Martin at the
Trade
same
it,
time.
but
Finding Jing. He's forsaken now. They try to push forward through the kitchen. Two-player crunch attempt here is out into the window. They go. They hit the floor, and somehow Coconut is able to go ahead and realign that. Does eat a decent amount of damage.
all right, clean this
Down
up.
to
Let's
27
go.
Here's the spike planted by something and Devi. 2v3 to try to bring this map to its conclusion. Otherwise, XLG going to be resetting us once more and taking us deeper into OT. Double face around the corner. They pick their targets. They're able to find
over,
them.
right?
Coconut, Raga, both going to be dead as Martin now
Has to be.
called up to play on the roster here at the tournament. Sends out the snake bite, eats some damage, and they're just double
Okay.
facing.
Oh, thank
15
God.
at 13.
Holy
Something
shit.
will get the final shots through, and PRX
Right, next map.
close out their map pick of Icebox.
Yeah, so far in Pacific, they've been pretty clean with this map against DRX.
What's the score?
And
We just hit
RRQ, but
1-0.
a great challenge to come out from XLG here for this opening map
Too close, bro.
of the
What's with
number
the
one
OT on
seed
first match?
in
Jesus.
this tournament. Everyone was hyping this series. Everyone was ready to see what these two teams were going to deliver. The Raga versus
Does that mean we're
Something
back?
Jet battle on Icebox, and my oh my.
Hey, I
damn
smelled the
compelling.
haters just now in chat,
Yeah,
when
I
we
was,
were
but I
losing.
think,
I've
credit
seen
where
some
it's
of
due.
you,
Martin right there.
motherfuckers.
Yep, not going to be able to
Hey,
find
delete
the
your
clutch
tweet,
to
bro.
elongate
Delete that
this
tweet.
map even further,
Not yet, not
but
yet.
a
Don't
very
tweet yet.
strong
Calm
performance
down.
from him, considering that
It's not
he's
over
just
yet,
kind of
bro.
stepping in for this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we've been seeing, a lot of the rookies and call-ups have some pretty impressive
The
performances
jersey new,
overall.
it's
Yeah,
old.
100%.
But
Just a
the
great
new
showing
version
from
of the old
Spicyuuu.
jersey.
And for Meaty,
I have
but
mine.
in this one, Martin, see what legs he's still got to walk on in towards
Plastic
Lotus
is,
as well, because that is going to be the next map of the series. There's a choice
sure it is.
from XLG, so you would assume that
It's like
they're
the new
pretty
version
comfortable
of the
with how
old
they can play
jersey.
that map, but my mind
Because of
still
the sponsors, we gotta
outside of
change the
PRX as
sponsors,
well.
right?
They are happy enough to always go towards that in a series.
You see it? I can see what you guys see.
That they are. Well,
Hey.
Lotus
come
now
on.
to determine whether or not we get our
I'm not sure if I'll be wearing this one or the
map.
other
It feels
one.
like it was
The next time we have a watch party.
It should with these two teams. Yeah, it feels like
Oh, purple,
it
man.
ended up being a 6-map type of day here for us at the ACL.
Why 53?
See if PRX
When I first joined PRX, my supposedly joke age was 53, so I picked that. And coincidentally,
down to Lotus.
spicy is 5 words, right? You is 3 words, so 5 and 3, perfect,
Yeah,
done.
and then you got to remember as well the 32 against T1.
That's my age, yes.
albeit
That's my
wasn't,
age when I first joined PRX. Thank you very
lost
much.
in that map, to be
Idiots.
completely honest with you.
So old, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a T1 bin.
Do you guys have a problem with old people or something?
We'll keep our eyes on them going into
Huh?
stage 2, but yeah, I'm not sure how much we can really glean. from
Not
that
available. I'm
series.
not sure if it's out yet,
Well,
but
this one, a solid
nice.
start, and it's going to be Forsaken picking up the MVP award. I think
oh,
he or
Matt!
Jing, either way.
Hi, Matt.
could've been
Matt, is it out? You can answer
fine
them
to go
now.
with that, but
Thank you
yeah,
for the
Forsaken,
10 gifted
the
subs.
multi-bags coming
Oh
through
my
the
god, my
share
boss
as well.
paying me
He
money,
had
huh?
Absolutely gorgeous. Himself the
Thank
highest
you.
ACS and MVP.
Thank you.
Yeah, and also you just got to remember the
5
amount
foot
of
3 or 5
reveals
foot
that
1,
he's
you
getting off
bitch.
the recon or the drone that, for example, Jing is then getting the multi-frag
Shout
on the
out.
back of.
So like
literally
people are
will
asking
go
if they
either
can
way.
buy this now.
175 ADR is also very high.
Yep.
I mean,
This
yeah,
one.
Silva does
Our
have
do I
sharp
say it's a
darts,
new jersey or the old
but
jersey?
two
It's
of
like
them
both.
around, and the fact that you're still
It's new and
racking up,
old.
You know, basically a
It's the new of the old.
1.5's worth of damage every single
How's the
round.
score? It's 1-0. We just won our
Impressive
first
there
map.
from him.
Something I want to highlight, by the way, we'll talk about it
16
earlier.
assists.
Viva with 16 assists.
Yeah.
It's no secret that KO is my favorite agent.
Okay,
When
so
you see
no, it's not
a
out
play
yet,
up
but it's
that
coming out soon,
utilizes
guys.
KO to perfection. It is just
There
absolutely
you go.
destructive.
Yeah.
That,
Remake,
is
yeah.
what they can
It's
come out
our
with, so-
OG jersey.
Fair
So
effort.
I'm
you
sure
now
some
have a
people
chance
are
to
gonna
get it.
have a nice little giggle about him. They're gonna make fun of mine
When it's out.
coming in,
not out
dropping
yet.
70 ACS. The man's been off
Where to
the
buy?
stage
Probably on
for so
PRX
very
website,
long.
right?
In the end, he
Like where you
clutched
guys
up
always
when
buy
they
your stuff.
needed him to.
He
He
did,
got
didn't
those 2 kills on that A site. He bailed them out, and even though he
70
dropped,
ACS,
you know,
what?
70 ACS, only got 5
Oh,
kills
hey,
across
hey.
the 28 rounds of play.
Hey.
Yeah.
He got the win.
Haha,
And to be fair
Matt,
as
you
well,
can't send
his,
link here.
role
Oh
on
god.
this map was
Wait.
to lurk, essentially.
Yes.
Lurking up towards B, lurking up towards mid.
Okay,
always
what's
red.
the
It does
PPRX?
become hard if
You know
you're
what? Scroll
fast
down,
to
guys,
do
and
that
click
by
on it.
yourself without any
You
utility.
can figure it out. I trust you guys.
XLG gonna be
You
kicking
can
themselves
send
a little
links here,
bit
sorry.
into the 16 first kills there for him. Not able to convert quite as much, but comes down to those the clutches that we were just talking about. You know, being able to
Okay, what
find
is
those
it?
huge ones. Yeah, sure. The map itself doesn't.
Yes,
track
no,
it, but the
Petman
map
is
what
still
we
on
saw.
PaperX, guys.
We know it
Calm
did.
down. We just
I
gotta get his
witnessed it.
visa
Synced it.
figured out for Toronto, guys.
I will
He's
say
not
I'm
out of
really
PaperX.
bad at watching.
Stop
I
it.
don't really I don't
He's
really
still
will
in
anything.
PaperX, please.
No.
But can you will the third map?
That
I'll say see you, but I'm not
we
sure.
Probably will that one, but yeah, typically when
Thanks,
you're
by the
starting to
way.
build things on broadcast, it backfires, and that's when you get pauses and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
So I
right,
try
yeah,
not
yeah.
to mess with.
Wait, let me VIP your
Yeah.
ace.
Try to let it go with the flow. Speaking of the
You
flow,
can shine
we're
bright
gonna
like a
flow into
diamond,
a
bro.
break, and then when we come back, we'll be getting on to Lotus, which is XLG's pick. So don't go anywhere.
Are you going to Val after? Yeah, probably. Guess what Pipeza said. Official stream would be on ACL_Val.
120 kills.
Hashtag not sponsored, but
Purple on board. I'm scanning
Here.
him now. Scanning now. Go. Smoke off.
Two here, boys.
Deco only.
No, K was there.
I'm sorry. Where Shiba is crazy to ask. No, it's been quite some time, guys. Where? What? Oh.
Can be orange, okay, bye?
Yeah, I got that.
I would check.
Holy shit!
Nothing, nothing, boys.
Nothing B, nothing B.
I just saw YouTube. Oh my god! Hello, YouTubers. What the hell?
What
is this?
I think yes. Jason. Can you wall up and wall down, bro?
I get botted on YouTube or something?
Easy.
Easy, boy.
Hold down now. Don't meet again, carry me, bye.
Yo, guys. I'm gonna be a YouTuber from now on. 07.
Nice.
It's been fun, Twitch. What the hell? Aren't you? Yeah, sure. What the hell? YouTube has been nice to me. Oh my god, my headphones ripping my hair out, dude. I'm bald, not yet. Give me like 4 more years, I might go bald then. When did you come to Shanghai? Why? To watch the game? It's okay, man.
And we are back. It is now time to go into our second map here in our first series of day 2 of the ACL.
Right, Mind Freak will
I'm
pop off
Helios,
now,
that's
right?
Komodo. If you're just
I'm
joining
sure.
us, PRX were able to take their map pick of Icebox by fairly narrow margins. A very
Be fine,
contentious
guys.
map of
A bet
Icebox,
game.
which we were kind of expecting. Ends up going to overtime. PRX take it down 15-13.
Yeah, not clean at the end, but a couple.
Thank God the
of
Twitter
really cool,
people have to
decisive
delete their tweet from
rounds
that.
From both of the teams that get you excited, which is exactly what we want.
I
coming
didn't ban
into
Icebox.
this
I don't know, but
series.
we won
want
Icebox,
three maps,
so-
we want good Valorant, as we've
Fine
seen
by
and
me.
heard. It might be a 6-map day, and if we continue like this one for this series, it could be a
6-map day,
a
all
long
of overtime.
one.
Yeah,
6
that would
maps.
have us pretty dead by the end of the day, but hey.
Oh.
At least.
Oh wait,
Our lives
yeah.
for the
Okay, so
cause.
after this, there's another game, but I'm not sure if I'm watching
That's
that
very
game.
true. We don't have that. We don't have
I
that
might just
loaded up
play.
and ready to go. We don't get to see them until
I don't even know who's
tomorrow,
playing. Is
but,
it
yeah,
DRX?
Lotus is going to be our second map. This one is the pick of XLG, but
Wait,
again, as we were
I have
talking
to
about,
catch up.
it's
Okay,
one
what's
that
my
PRX
record?
is
Wait.
more than happy
I think it
to
was
play on.
13 losses that I have
absolutely,
to
and it comes
catch up.
down to how ready these teams are.
Yeah,
how prepared
6
they
win,
are
19
for this
Ls.
in the actual
That's
beta
13
as well,
losses
right?
that I-
You got a slight little caveat
Oh,
over
CN
on the
versus
side
CN? Wait,
of
what?
XLG having to play with Martin on the substitute role, which he had some really
That's
good
interesting.
things happening over on map number 1 as well. A couple of things that were a little bit funny to witness, but we'll forget about them because he delivered where required.
Oh, this.
And he did. It was a strong performance from him. Curious to see with one map behind now.
Yep.
how
Trust, Mind Freak will pop off now.
himself if he's gonna
What
be
is this?
Getting a bit more
Fire in the hole.
comfortable back here on the stage. Fire in the hole.
Okay.
Expecting to see that raise here once again from Jing. And I think it's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, they can definitely still play their
I need to
normal
refresh my
comp where
page,
You've got
be
the Raise Yoru as the duelists. You've got the Omen Vice and the Fade as well. You know, substituting out Patman back for Mind Freak here. Unless you're going a little bit back further to when they first
Very
played
good, yes.
Lotus.
Oh,
you know, running
OG
the Waylay. I think
version.
that would catch a lot of people off guard. And honestly,
I would ask you guys which jersey is your favorite, but
Let's
like,
just stick with Raise. It's good.
how are you gonna
Probably the way to go.
answer?
They did say that they wanted to have
Like,
some
would
fun.
you just
so
tell me
maybe
the
that's something
color?
that can happen, but we have a bit of a spoiler there on the screen. You can see that it is going to just be the Omen Vice Raise Yoru with a fade.
Okay, tell me the
Yep,
year, I
that's
guess.
kind of the expectation. 5 reps on that for PRX.
My favorite one is the.
And a good little track
But
record.
no, in
as
one
well
year
for
at
the
times there's
5
different
wins
jerseys, no?
in a
Like, there's
row
2
as
in 1
well
year,
After
no?
switching up from that Waylay
Is that the
comp,
oldest,
so
basically?
100% success rate so far. The closest one coming through in that DRX game.
Okay, there you go.
13-11.
Champs jersey.
But for XLG, it's their map pick of choice, right? So they're
Anybody
gonna be
like
starting off on
the
attacking
orange,
side.
the orange one?
We'll see how they
That's
can
my favorite.
fare there.
If you guys remember when PRX jersey,
Safe
the
bet they're
pink
gonna be able
jersey
to
first
have
came
a
out, everybody
more
was
of a
complaining about it.
performance.
It looks like
Go
pajamas.
back from
Fucking
memory
hell,
lane. I
dude.
didn't quite check this one statistic, but I think that might have been the first Icebox win for PRX on
Big
on
one,
this
right?
stage. Because
I liked
the
it, and
last
then
time
it's
they
the
were in
freaking
VCC
Twitter people.
arena
Dude.
and they played Icebox. It was versus Hunt Thieves, and it didn't go very well.
You guys don't want pajamas,
It was them kind of bombing out of the tournament, but also somewhat funnily, the only victory that they have on the
For
stage.
me, I think I told PRX this before. You know, PRX really loves purple. I'm on
that-
Twitch,
that
and Twitch is like
usual
purple, but purple is my
inevitable matchup
most hated color. But I'm surrounded by
First
purple.
time in a
I
very,
hate purple.
very long time
Just
not coming to
looks
fruition here
weird.
at the ACL.
Well, taking a little bit of a peek in towards XLG's.
Oh yeah, tell me about it, dude. But my
Still
life
rocking
is
the Yoru,
surrounded
the
by
Viper,
purple.
The Omen,
But no, it's just a preference, I guess.
and
Like
the
purple is,
Teo. So
it's weird.
have a couple of good victories on this
Favorite
one.
color would be
It's comfort ground. I think
silver,
it's
maybe?
more
Gray,
important
gray.
For both teams
Gray
coming into this,
silver.
right?
More,
you have
yeah.
comfort agent selection over on Ice.
You guys like purple. Okay, well, your names are in
have what you're
purple, but-
expecting is your strengths. You kind of know your weaknesses that you have to mitigate a little bit.
My hair,
And for
my
XLG
hair is
coming
more
onto
like
this
dark
one,
blue.
I
think.
wouldn't have it any other
Purple
way.
L. It's pink.
Or would
It looks
I?
purple
So,
because my top LED is blue and the bottom LED is like pink,
last
and then it
little
looks
bit of
purple.
chatter here from the coaching staff as
Silver
we get
over
ready to
purple
load
is
up
cream.
into
You
the
like
lobby.
purple over silver?
Mute their mics
That's
and we'll
insane.
hope that the players commence
actually
the
crazy.
flight. Some fist bumps coming through. Seems like things are going to be good to go. So
The
let's
hell?
go ahead and hop in the Lotus from map number 2. See if PRX.
Yeah,
can
red-
get
red
themselves
is a nice
an
color.
Unexpected 2-0 victory here
Anything
on the
but
stage
purple,
where
dude.
XLG will
I
push
like
us the
purple.
distance.
Makes me uncomfortable
Unfortunately,
in some ways.
if
I
anyone
don't
was
know why.
playing the over-under game with us,
Alright, lock in!
for our
Ni hao
time,
indeed.
Expectation, yeah, we're wrong.
But no, very true.
We were wrong. Could have happened with the B play,
Yeah.
but no.
Alrighty, well,
And the music just stops like that.
first on the defense here are PRX. Straga just gonna
Oh,
go ahead
okay.
and let himself get revealed.
Oh, expecting this B creep.
Let's see.
Yep, they like to do
They do
this
have a
round over
Euro
round.
too.
It's going to be a trade, 1-for-1 as Forsaken gets taken down. Something with a headshot, able to find Martin there through the box. Damage suffered though as Jing tagged it to 37.
You fight BO3.
Be clean with the Sheriff if he wants to come away with some eliminations from here.
Dancing Chalet.
Position. Paint Shell to go ahead and hold down the door. Something getting up into the smoke and gets up meeting here against Raga. Gets the better of him.
Seems like something
Might be the
always
time
meets
for a bit of
Raga.
disconnect
Huh?
for XLG, but similarly,
Even on
PRX,
Icebox
they are
as
going to go challenge this.
What the hell is happening?
Flash away out. Raga trying to get that transfer. Jing does manage to find one. Keeps him competitive in the map. As Mind Freak is just rushing at them here with Jing in tow. Trying to get a catch, trying to get a timing.
Nice.
Gets the
Wait.
headshot, but can't quite confirm the kill. He's on the reswing.
We're still
So
alive.
go ahead and
1
back
HP though.
away. YOU at 12 HP. Potential for this to quickly become a 2v2.
And
But
he's back.
Salvo's
Oh, shit.
online here for Viva. To make it a bit more of a pain in the neck here for PRX to try to get their way back over onto the site.
Yeah, and it's planted backside as well, which makes it a little bit more difficult now for them to even get in.
Line is done is coming up.
Sat here at
Oh.
drop. No other util to work with.
Gonna use anything though?
Captain
No?
Diffuse gets the salvos out. Mind Freak able to find one. YOU finished off. Viva, sights turn, finds Jing. Mind Freak now.
My freak redemption!
Last one standing, asked to clutch it out, and he
Hey!
will make it happen.
got 3 kills
Welcome
in 1
back
round.
to the stage, Aaron
He's back.
Leonhardt. That is going to be the free K clutch as he gets PRX, their first pistol of this series.
Congrats.
Yeah, you would hope that that one shakes off a couple of the nerves and stage jitters, right? And performance creeps.
Wait, no,
on
he
the
ended with 5
first map
kills.
there.
It's not his
You know, he
kills
has
the
that one
last
round
game
where it's
yet.
absolutely
Calm down.
required, but coming away with a clutch in this round. We would like to see that be coming out for him. Great one-way, playing back on towards his Omen. Not scared to go for the fights as well.
It feels kind of nostalgic, no? Like seeing them in this jersey. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like,
something
holy
to
shit.
think about. They had a great amount of
feels
rounds
so
to cheer for on
weird.
map number 1.
Oh,
oh
yeah.
man.
But pistol run going the way of PRX. Force up for them, not so much for XLG, despite getting a plant early. Warning call on the Prowler as well. Seeing the gate crash, Forsaken. Eyes on that
Then we're,
one.
oh!
Second clean headshot, looking for a little bit more, and he's got him lined up. Quick
That's
free
with
K
a
here for the
fucking
fade.
sheriff. He didn't even need to
Casualties,
buy a
but
gun.
Martin now all alone with just a frenzy in hand, pushed out of the smoke and divide with the Singer, wins that fight 10 times out of 10 pretty much. So 3 players surviving. PRX, a very fast round, but one that they come out victorious in.
We are going to
see what the
Toronto.
bonus round is going to look like
This is
now
like the
as
side
well,
quest.
because they've got some pretty decent weaponry going in towards that one, but more importantly, it's for XLG to start to get in towards this map as well, because something that they didn't have to worry about in
Holy
the
shit,
previous
dude.
map was
For
dropping
reals.
the pistol rounds,
I don't
dropping the second rounds,
understand.
and albeit the bonus as well, because we had the force up from PRX in the second half. So despite losing that 15 13, they actually had, 6 rounds to start. Well,
We know that
6
song,
rounds
we know
on
it,
the
we don't
map
then.
in the early stages of each round, each half.
Double blast pack forward here, taking some control over rubble. PRX, 4 players set up on that A site, and that leaves Devi all alone towards C. Stealth drone coming his way. Jiggle peak spot should have caught at least 2 players. Something quickly does re-wrap over to this side though to help the gate crash. As the rest of PRX shifting over in case there's this B site pivot.
You got the deep shear on the side as well.
Paranoia. They're trying to clear that close side. Devi, however, up into the smoke is in behind 2 before getting taken down. Trades are going to be looking good as Forsaken taps the door, rushes in, finds Martin, but now Coconut gets himself
Okay,
into a
stripped
1v1.
around.
Mindfreak
We
on
already
the
made it
opposite
so
side,
fucking
looking to
expensive,
once
dude.
again be the hero to get
Happy Way
PRX
didn't come.
over
He has
line
the
here.
second best. Wait, are they down a player?
Conversion be a massive cause for concern already, though. This much damage dealt.
Wait.
Still very good for PRX. There's the spot out, and there is
Oh, we
the
won!
kill.
What
Mindfreak
the fuck?
unscathed.
Hey, what's his kitty?
unkilled
He beat
for
his kitty already.
0-6.
He's back.
Himself a weapon upgrade. Says, no,
He's
I
so
like this
back.
one a little bit better. And we'll have the
Wait.
defuse.
Yeah, a little bit overdone for Jing.
Oh my
there,
god, XLG
giving
is
an
playing with a
opportunity for the one
sub.
versus one clutch, but when it comes down
What?
to that angles and
So who is the
site,
sub?
expectations on where you think the opponent might go, where you want to navigate around.
Or we don't. I wouldn't call Mindfreak a sub. Mindfreak isn't a
Good trap
sub,
plays to come out
man.
from PRX as
Martin is a
well.
sub.
Not
I
really too
see. I
much trap
see.
plays, but more good players in the right time.
Bro,
Right spots.
I wouldn't call Mindfreak a
I like the
sub.
adjustment
Come
to counter
on.
buys. Is still
Come
going
on,
the Vice on this map
man.
as well. Changing it up with where the sheer wall is going to be going a lot.
I mean,
Having some
bro,
expectations
don't say it like that.
on
Holy
coming in towards the
fuck.
C site too, from Raga, from Coconut.
Oh, wow,
This
guys,
time though,
come
the sheer
on.
going to go back to a bit of
I
normalcy.
mean, I
at the
understand
middle
what
of
you
the
guys are
map
saying,
in
but
front of B. Well,
ow.
for XLG, it's back towards the pistols as well, so a little bit more slower. Followed out by the Prowler.
Yeah, we just have 6 players, bro. 6v5. Easy, done.
Players revealed in this position here from PRX. Paranoia at the ready. Looks like XLG do want to try to fight their way forward, gain some space here at rubble.
Assistant
So
coach.
Martin going to be noted.
I
here on the
mean-
lurk. Blind Freak
I guess you're not wrong in
push
that
forward
sense.
for this catch as the Prowler chases in from behind, but he's completely surrounded. Swings around, gets the bad news.
I wonder
Something
what
right
he
there
says,
up in
though,
his
when he
face.
sits next
A
to
site
Alex.
is open for the
What
moment.
does he say?
PRX will have to play retake, but versus 4 with Sheriffs, things could still very much get out of hand here. It's going to be a nightfall, yeah. Big commitment onto this one. They'll reveal onto 3 players. And the Jing brings his way forward in towards Tree. Viva going to be taken down. A nice shot from Coconut does meant to find something. Full flash into Mindfreak's face, but Jing still finding even more value until YOU says otherwise. Clean up.
Damn.
2 kills going to be found here as they break down the duelists, but cannot get the thrifty win. PRX now 4-0.
Yeah, you're going to kind of be happy for
You know what, Dan?
PRX.
We're
They're
winning
shifting
Toronto,
into a
no?
retake scenario anyways when they recognize that it's
Nah,
gonna
they will
be a
come and
lesser
bite
buy
me back
going
in the
into that
ass,
one.
bro.
They're going
I
for
see
their
that.
own
Holy
mound
shit.
control too. You know, a map like this, you're taking mound control, you're taking rubble control, nearly 9 times out of 10. So they just opt for the one where
The UO. They pronounced it as YOU when they were introducing the players.
going for a pretty clean retake. Maybe
Well,
one
both
would
teams-
consider that the 9-4
both
wasn't
teams
a
not playing
necessary
with
investment.
the
You can
main
always make an
roster,
argument
I guess,
for
as
both
well.
sides as well. But with the 4-0 scenario currently the PRX have found themselves in, that is the time for a timeout for XLG. Because whilst they don't face elimination in this series, of course, they themselves would want to get into the grand final on home soil territory. They want to get the money as well. And get some good reps
YOU.
in for Toronto.
It'll be their first, well, the grand finals.
Dude, where are these
Never mind. I
YouTubers
was gonna
coming
say first
from?
grand final on this stage.
Holy
They were
shit,
in
dude.
Beijing for the playoffs.
This is
So
insane,
that
dude.
doesn't work anymore. So never mind.
Sorry for not
But yeah,
streaming much on YouTube, guys. Holy
Back-to-back
shit.
grand final victories across tournaments.
Ugh.
It would be a bold move to just try to fall down to the lower bracket and then win out so that we can just get more money along the way.
I
from the
mean, that
bounties.
something we were joking about off broadcast yesterday about doing something like that, but it is technically doable. Like you don't want to do
doable,
that,
but still very risky.
It's 5-0 now.
Well, the timeout will expire, which means now we get to go back in towards this game and see if XLG are going to be finding their footing on the attacking side. This is the map pick of their own choosing as well, so you would expect big things for them on the attacking side.
It's very PRX though. 4 shorties behind these Vandals and Phantoms. Well, swing on the corner. Mind Freak
I never crush out him too.
struck down. The kill here found from Martin as Showstopper. Right there on top of the Viper. Able to find that elimination. Jing.
Yo, 13-0 and I give all the players $5.
Some revenge here for
USD, bro. What's your PayPal link?
Deep flash, Jing.
Hey,
Lately
yo.
not getting word from
the
something
flash,
that was going to be
bro?
coming through, or what the exact timing was, because he gets fully blinded up. Forsaken, previously tagged, now eliminated. Raga able to find things here at A site. Spike, however, still in hand and shifting towards B.
Yeah, the Shia is still.
You know
at
what,
the
my
front of
viewers
the
all
side.
get $5 as well.
Movement.
If we win 13-0, easy.
Movement is clean.
Am I lying?
It
Of
is.
course I am. I'm not giving you shit.
As clean as the headshot. Paranoia in, the sheer wall still here, but Jing unable to hold the door for longer. YOU does pick him apart. Ball now pop, push down here from Divide, looking for a bit of a timing. Does manage to find one. Spike dropped for a brief little moment. And something now, all alone, looking to try to clutch this.
Yeah, where do they expect
Yeah,
it to be
yeah, it
coming
is.
from at the moment? No
But they're playing us
utility.
up.
Probably not going to be using the
So
drift
I guess
effect.
we don't fully get to see XLG as the main team, right?
A bit of oversend on that.
It's my first time watching them.
Raga is going to be good for it. Holds the angle, gets himself a 3K, and gets XLG online.
Yeah, on the back of their timeout as well, so definitely.
But we won't
the
know what's gonna happen in
necessary
Toronto, no matter who
situation
wins this.
to
We
see
just
for
don't
them.
know how,
Conversion,
with
get
like
on
different
the
members
board,
on our team and on their
I
team.
guess as early as possible to swipe these beginning stages.
End up being a little bit more costly there with the Showstopper. Used in the round, so.
You do still have your ults being built up, 4 rounds in a row of loss or win. You would generally expect them to be coming online soon. I mean, you got 3 apiece. 2 away, as well as Martin and Viva. 1 apiece. Big stack of players for PRX over towards this A site, commanding rubble control. Gate crashing away.
And Forsaken's got a judge.
Best?
Yeah,
Oh, he's the wait. Is Raga the best player,
We saw
or is
this
the one that's
yesterday.
not here?
Yep. Didn't work
work
so well
out.
for 10-10.
No.
As, well, Raga's TP'd past him, so I don't think the judge has been scouted at all. I don't
Oh,
think
so
he's
it's still Raga.
been able
okay.
to give his teammates the word on this one, so Forsaken just goes bounding forward, is able to find one before getting traded back out as Martin collects the kill. Raga at the same time dead, exiting, Mind Freak.
Welcome
holding
back, Mind
Rumble.
Freak!
Knows
Mindo
exactly where the enemy
vertical!
omen is, but
Sorry.
can't quite get away.
fuck?
I thought it was out
Bro.
of range of that Paranoia. Ends up getting blinded at the end of it all there. Nothing
Oh,
more
guess
for
it'll be
Coconut
early
to
day.
get done. So no back-to-back round wins. XLG letting PRX get even further away. Now
Their
5-1.
best Sentinel.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough one for them
Well,
now.
I'll see them in Toronto, I
Your own map
guess.
pick, you're starting on the attacking side, which, I mean, they probably would have expected coming in towards this veto as well. But they are really starting to have this one slip away from them at the moment. You've got Mind Freak as well coming online. Great multi-fragging, great rounds. Certainly just took a map to get back situated into the roster. Back to pistols again, back to the drawing board for XLG. Left to their own devices, no coach intervention.
Huh.
See if he's going to be happy enough with the result of this round and the next one. Slow and steady. Clearing out mound. No one home.
My
A lot of the
chair?
bias utility over at C, where if you continue to go there, you're going to have to try and bait that out.
Why my chair?
And maybe you want to try and
Toronto. It depends
Sneak
on
away a
whether
kill,
Petman can get his
position Raga.
fixed.
Try and find
Fixed?
something
Worked
with
out.
the Vandal. It's hero variety, of course.
Break on the
If
close.
not, it might be
Sheer
like
wall
Tokyo
still
again.
should be there.
Yo, can we get
Yep.
CGRs to play again?
Something. Just looking to try to hold them back.
Yo,
here
that
because
arrow
it
was
as
peak, bro.
Awkward as humanly possible for the side of XLG. A little bit of damage can be found. As Armageddon now called in, something fully blinded up. Divide trying to push forward here, but Raga up on top of the box. We'll find the elimination. Going onto the corner though.
What
the
a
flash
mess.
is good. Something collecting one, but even just dancing around the shots. Does end up managing to find him there
Okay,
with the
got
sheriff.
one.
The transfers just are not
Very good.
coming through. Paint Shells now rebound hit
What is
coming
happening in this game?
in. YOU is
Sorry, I
taken
yelled.
down and Forsaken.
Nice.
He knows that he's got
What
Coconut
the
dead to rights.
fuck is going
Too much
on?
damage suffered previously. And PRX, they
I don't know
get
how much
very
utils
close
was
to giving
used
up the
there,
thrifty,
but
they managed to maintain control.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? If there was even a sliver of a chance to get that Rolling Thunder out, potentially, that might have been a different result in the rounds. Got to give a valiant attempt towards XLG. They are trying to deliver what they can in a lot of these rounds.
this is just like a side
get
thing.
Close, not able to
for
do
money.
so. As I was saying, try and set Raga up with that Hero Vandal. I thought that they might be able to even consider using the ults to a little bit betterment, but it doesn't with the Rolling Thunder in the end.
And the armor.
Side quest.
And the
Well, that's what they
yeah.
call it.
It's a heavy commitment.
PRX side quest.
Mindfreak going to be doing his best Jing impression from earlier on, where he somehow got out of dodge. Oh, should have been spotted.
He's doing well.
Done. And yeah, the drone doesn't check him. Mindfreak's still going to be good for one there. He should have absolutely been dead to rights. Turn of the flash, and Jing just a little bit too fast on it. Brings back in. Eats the full thing. Nightfall now going to be used.
Dissing all of
these
them.
players can make them some very easy targets, and it shall. 2 kills. Now
Fucking hell.
clean up here from Forsaken, with Martin still on the lurk and something holding the door.
Oh, they know though. They know.
PRX are
Swing it.
absolutely sprinting away with the map.
Swing it, Beyonce.
Okay.
That's not what I meant.
Offside
What?
crosshair.
Okay.
Does manage to find one.
It's okay. It's for a second though. We should be
Tagged
fine.
up, but
There we go.
he is good for the angle. Will be the closer once more. It's 7-1.
Yeah, this is where it gets quite scary, doesn't it? We
Gundam
had
looking
a bit of
sure.
a flipped result
Love it. I
yesterday
need
for
it.
the DRX BLG game with one map of overtime on Icebox. Well, that's similarly what's happened here. But
Then we get the 13-1 in the second match.
I mean, that's where I'm kind of going with this right now. Difference that it was at the other 3-site map of Haven, but PRX are just absolutely on top of this map at the moment with their
Ronaldo,
rotations,
what
with their
the-
shots, with their trades.
I mean, very different comp, but you know,
Interesting
they are a team
comparison.
that has delivered 13-0 results on Lotus. They beat Talon last year. They remember it somewhat dearly. As Jing now planted here, bottom of rock, showstopper sent, and no, he's actually gonna end up sending it
No,
way
no,
too
what?
deep. Drop down, Martin still ends up getting taken down as Jing comes away with multiple kills. So even though the showstopper is an absolute biff, it doesn't matter because he finds 3, and now you have the wrap from Forsaken, who has a judge behind this, by the way, but he just says, yeah, I'll just use the classic.
He still
Let
won
me
that
show
with
this thing
kills
off,
and
buy
shit.
the
But
bundle.
what the fuck?
What
I
is
thought,
this round?
PRX.
I should have thought he was gonna go big there.
PRX.
Yeah.
There's just no other
Oh,
way
I don't know,
to
bruh.
claim that one.
This is what people have been
Gotta do
talking
some
about,
mental
no?
gymnastics
Bangsat
to try and
tolol.
figure out what it is, I reckon.
This is one
Like
of
the
silliest
result is just
rounds
not
possible. I
good.
mean, Jing should have been dead even against the weaker buy. Like, look at him. He goes down to 7 HP at one point because of the decay.
And still just sends it in the end and scopes in.
Yeah. ADS is pretty much point blank. Forsaken shaking his head. Unfortunately, here's the
Shaking his
QI's
head.
coach. What are you meant
coach
to
is
do
yawning.
when PRX is PRXing? Well, you call a
Yeah.
timeout. That's what you do. So second timeout going to be used here in the first half.
What does Havoya have to showcase now? He's been in all of his timeouts so far and all of the cameras real close towards the screen, getting really energized, really electric. This time it's the laid-back approach. Feel like it's the
Mental coach looks happy.
why me, why now approach,
Like really happy.
but XLG
Good burn.
got to come out with something very different, right? They're
Yeah.
playing
Hey,
slow,
don't
they're getting
don't
stopped
judge
from
their
going
chair. bro.
aggressive. They're just backwards and forwards between these buys and non-buys. Whenever they're going in their buys as well, scoping out where device shear is, where device utility is, but more
What does a
importantly,
performance coach
some
do?
of the times they're not even getting the chance to just pass go. PRX are taking the
Like
control,
what exactly do they do?
figuring
Like,
things out early, like this map generally
sure you
sees for a
eat
defensive sided
well, you make sure you're
No
okay,
real team
right?
will
Right.
never
So
be
basically
spotting
a
the map.
mental coach.
on that defensive side.
No?
8-1. See if this is the time for XLG
In some
to
ways,
start to
right?
come
A
back
health and mental,
recover this
health and
half
mental
at-
coach.
At all possible.
No sound.
Made it back rubble once again. Slow
Is it?
approaches. Boombot goes forward. Does explode. And Jing ends up being the casualty. Not
One
much
Asian
damage
mom.
suffered there from Coconut.
Oh.
As Forsaken just going for some
I see.
timings here. Looking for the blind spray, but Blind Freak now going to be noted. Stealth drone able to find him, and Forsaken cannot hit the transfer, so it's going to be Raga dead.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, Viva's just strafing in and
What did the
just
timeout
instantly
do,
one-tap
dude?
something.
ridiculous. And now Devi.
It's about to get timinged.
Yep.
What did the timeout do?
XLG find themselves a second round win.
There we go, on the back of the timeout.
Bro,
So
I'm
good
diamond
conversion
about to
yet
give
again.
you a plate. What do you
conversion
think?
on
I have
timeouts.
cooked.
Yeah, well, for this map at least, they did drop the one in the first map, the original timeout. But
True.
hey, this one, now, you have to take your timeouts, right? You have to feel like you got that coach investment needed, because you were down 8-1, now you're down 8-2. Even if you're
What about the Euro kill, bro?
right?
What the hell was
Any
it?
slip-ups in the next half, you're just
Um,
you're just hoping for PRX to call something. Yeah, we've seen a lot of check-in PC moments in this so far, but that one's just
hell.
it's like the double take. I seen him, I move away. No, I gotta go back.
That is.
Bro. Bro, what?
That's a very disgusting shot, to say the least. Quick dimensional drift forward here into the C site. Shows that it's pretty cleared out. Divine will get noted around the back. There's the stun. Raga looking for the kill. He's worried about a swing, though, so he actually doesn't go for the angle. Divine's starting to scale forward, but Coconut has reinforced the position. A bit of damage, but
So aggressive. I love it. Holy
now the
shit.
pin's going to be in play. The Nightfall going to be crashing across. That connects onto damn near everyone here.
What in the hell is
Shorty
happening?
in hand. Trying to breach this
Only
position is
still
going to
stuck in
prove to be
CT.
quite difficult. This Forsaken will fall.
Okay, missiles, aftershock.
Bot splashes onto 3 players. Jing playing off
Holy.
the back of it, does manage to find YOU. Still though, very difficult spot to try to retake. Viva at risk here from the side, something collecting the kill, the time starting to dwindle. Coconut and Martin trying to close this one out, but the spike has not been taken up to half.
Oh, waste
The hit
time.
is going to be
Oh, no
enough
time.
to overwhelm them. As Martin with Shorty will go ahead and cut down something. So one player surviving, Jing just sprinting away, looking for the save as the economy from PRX has been broken down, and XLG will get their first consecutive round win.
I do like the idea from PRX in that round with the Nightfall as well. When you see all of the opponents going towards the halls, if you're removing their audio, you can quickly get on
Not me.
the spike
It was not
and
me,
hope
it was
that,
him.
you know, they didn't hear
Oh,
it.
thank you for the raid.
To start to come out
Welcome,
though
Raiders.
in
Thank
the
you, thank
pit.
you.
I'm not 100% sure
I am
on the
just doing a
Nightfall.
watch party, that's
All
about
of the
it.
members
think it might
of
have been-
XLG?
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
if you do miss any, well, they still have the audio issue then, right? So
I think Raga and
What's
Coconut
this
were
match?
far enough away.
Like Westbrook.
So I think it was a connection onto 3.
there you go.
Might have clipped him at the back, but hard to say. Either way, though, chance to make this an 8-4 half for the side of XLG. Still not going to be feeling great considering that they started on the attacking side, but need as many round wins as they can possibly get. For now, though, they've got Coconut pinned into a corner. He's going to have to TP out, but he's knocked down to 46 health. Double face, tucked back in behind the mount here for Jing. Refaces out. More damage to be found, but kills eluding as Raga does manage to find the headshot.
Time to be bought, but nevertheless, Forsaken's just going to get peppered through the smoke. What about a little PRX crumbling in this round for XLG to set themselves up with the 8-4 half.
Very well poised for it. And even if they're suspicious about anybody else being on the site, which of course Devi is, this Rolling Thunder can make it a very easy take here for XLG.
Just going to re-drone in.
And that is going to be a point-blank hit. Devi has to bound away back through Waterfall. Jing trying to work forward. Or Mindfreak rather trying to work forward. I'm used to seeing him on open now. He does manage to get towards the back of sight, but cannot stay alive, and now he is all alone. It will be a 1v5.
8-4 might be
the one. So
kind of...
8-4. XLG picking up the last 3 rounds
What
in a row.
happened to 13-0,
Yeah, on the back
bro?
of that timeout as well.
No.
That was the kind of point in time that we're saying
dear.
8-4 at best is something that they definitely need to come away with on this map. And now you'll be playing in the halftime. See what
Need to
your
reset,
mind
guys.
does go towards.
God.
This round would be a good start for them
Holy
as well.
shit.
After dropping the first one in this map. Finding both
Which was
in
by
the other.
narrow margins as well.
Yeah.
Holy...
You know, I don't recall her being at the arena for PRX's earlier series this year. Maybe there's a correlation. Because she started showing up, and that's when they made the run for playoffs.
When they beat DFM.
Yeah, I think that, like, well, that one, maybe not. That one was a little bit of a gimme. But for the other series, I think that's when she started going back to the arena. And then PRX just started looking pretty pretty clutch.
Ended with the OT, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yep.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but...
That was
It was expected, is what I mean to say.
Yeah, but it was a really big challenge. I kind of went nuts. My memory's serving me right.
Oh, well, that's going to be decent damage here just off the peak.
Yeah, so different deployments, of course, with the agents that these teams are coming out with. You've got to be a little bit more aware on this defensive side as XLG.
Second into the corner, looking to try to rotate out, but the trap's not.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he ran into a race that was opponent or some shit.
Surviving. 15 health is Viva
nice
catching
shoot.
us straight through the smoke. Now he's got 2 players tagged up.
I thought he was about to knife
He
someone
can
else.
equalize at a 4-4.
Yeah, Raga, gate crash towards the spawn. But you'd assume that he wants to try and find something here, given that 2 of his teammates are low. Okay, info.
Good info.
PRX can still split towards B, go towards A if they want. This is the time that you get a little bit hungry for some information as XLG. Go for a mound push. Red by byebye.
Walking behind. Something. There to back him up, finds the kill onto YOU. And just given the previous damage suffered, Martin says, well, I can't really try to wrap through this position any longer. Meanwhile, quiet little send across towards this C site as door gets opened. Something finds the shot, finds another one here.
Not sure if this is too early to say, but I think it's GG's.
And he will find Oraga to boot. 4K from something.
Alright, we're winning Toronto, bro. Trust.
Fast-tracked dimensional drift for this attack.
This is our year.
PRX now 2-2 with the pistols. They tie that up, but they are so
just
far
kidding,
out
just
the
kidding.
lead when it comes down to the score.
I don't want to say it too early. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, bro.
Things do get quite scary for XLG if they want to try and extend out this series, if they want to try and get that seed into the grand final.
Yeah, a bit too early, bro. It's gonna bite my ass, bro.
It's going to be a veto advantage coming in towards that one as well, like normal.
Again, if we don't have the copium to trust our team that we support, like, who else is gonna have that copium, bro? I will. Fuck that shit, we are winning Toronto. If we don't, I'm gonna shave my head. Just kidding.
It'd be a short one, but a run nevertheless.
Speaking of confirmation, Victoria.
I'm not gonna look at chat at all, because I know exactly what you guys are saying.
Mother was at every single game.
Okay, there you go. So it was me.
Is it the yellow, 2 yellow looking guys shaking hand kind of shit?
Here we go though, into the C site, C. So we can save this.
Well, Jing goes in, he doesn't look back, but it doesn't matter because something checks the corner.
What?
Nothing has been
That was
on
a
the headshot.
POV
Jing
move.
can be taken down. Swing in though, and something still frying. Gets himself a second a limb here in the round, and Raga still making his way over, Sheriff in hand.
But if you win this, when do we play
As the
again?
spike gets planted, passed over now to something who will get the ult online going into the bonus.
Oh, look at you.
That's gonna do it.
Therapist?
Raga down as well. So the second round
Bro,
navigated
I
quite
said
well
mental coach
for
and you said
PRX
therapist.
going
I
over.
guess you're not
4
wrong.
pieces
In a
of
way,
guns.
he is.
4 pieces of guns? 4 guns. And you
I call him
really
the
do
mental
just have to
coach.
see XLG answer here, don't you? If not, it would be the run to close things out. As double digits are already achieved for PRX. I would hope to see something a little
Much
bit
it is,
more calculated
money
from
match,
them,
basically.
a little bit more cohesive in this next round. Got the weaponry advantage. They've got options to be able to do fault line and salvos for control.
How many of you here?
That's not what they're doing.
I'm
in
assuming
this round at
90% of the people here, you guys are here because one, Finesse is not online, 2, Sleeky is not online. Am I right or am I right? You think I don't know? Don't worry, I'll stay humble. I know. I know, bro. I'm very aware. Don't worry about it.
Over at a lobby.
Motherfucker!
Off down, Coconut just having to backpedal.
I know, bro.
A little bit stuck is Coconut.
Feet forward, salvos. Trying to force the position to swing it, and something just somehow wins the
What?
fight.
No, you're not.
Jing trying to make it happen here over at a rope, but Raga just
Calm
makes the
down.
way with
I
it.
want to say I'm
Raga
kidding, but
not
I'm
interfering in
actually
that
not
fight.
kidding.
Held
Me
advantage
sure
for the
at least
moment here,
some
at least,
regulars are
PRX.
still here, but you know what I
Got
mean.
an open B side.
You guys know.
So they can
The
swing
fucking
out
kid,
there,
you're
go
X
for
to
a plant.
yourself. Stop it. Please, that day, holy shit, the amount of spam for ads was, wow.
Center of
Oh,
the site.
this shit was crazy, dude.
Odd plant
Never in
spot.
my life I ever thought anyone would ever spend that.
Usually
What the
sitting
fuck?
here. Something's going to be working his way in towards upper, playing off the back of the haunt, but now can be left entrenched here on this position.
Just cause it's right. Why? No, it's bro. I'll stay humble, chat. Like I know my place. Don't worry.
Into the site.
Just in case anyone thinks I'm.
Up above, and that's going to be Raga taken down. There's a massive
Hey,
crunch.
this is
3K
over,
from
man.
the
Okay, now
buy.
what? What do we do now,
Gets out
guys? This shit is
scot-free.
over.
Gets the kills and gets PRX now so very far ahead. 7 rounds the lead.
Oh my god, you guys
at
have
the
been
moment,
trained by finesse or
looking
some
like
shit with the
XLG
ads, bro. I swear to God.
Just be falling down to that lower bracket.
What the
Yeah, that
hell?
was the bonus round to come out too. Paper X, you look at it from the outside view, won it pretty convincingly.
Damn, I wonder how
They got the
he
plan
managed to
down,
get
holding all the
audience that
crossfires,
love
holding all the
ads.
entry
How do I
points
do
back in
that?
towards it.
Like how?
It's,
How does that
very
happen?
convincing lead that they are
How?
holding, but also the fact that there are 0 timeouts for XLG to call too, using both of those in the first half. This is the worst case scenario that they see themselves in. They are at the right spot though, to try and get some cheeky damage.
Yeah, the stack is
Shit.
well aligned. Raga able to find two before getting
Bro, what do you mean? He's being smart.
Let's find it. There does find himself dead as Sheriff shots start hitting. XLG.
Wait, what happened?
Very good to go ahead.
How are we losing this round?
Thrifty is mind freaked out down to 6 HP. Can't quite line him up. So a very fast Thrifty.
Ah,
XLG
classic
will
Paper X.
at long
Oh,
last
got them.
get themselves around victory
Welcome back,
here.
Paper X. We missed you.
Yeah, Raga finding a couple
Just kidding,
of
calm
shots
down.
in the very beginning of this round as well. Necessary, I feel. Hasn't been finding the power that he did in the last map. This one, those two, very, very swift. And just a case of having the right numbers at the right
doesn't
spot as
know
well.
I exist,
A lot of
guys.
bodies, pepper shots, use some
I
good
promise
utility.
you.
Make these a little bit more trickier for Paper X.
Assistant
but
Hey,
really toys
look,
there
it's
on the
working, okay? Whatever mental
Baltimore
coach that they
for
hired is
this
working.
round here, gifting something over his chance for the operator.
What did he say?
Players out here at Mound, something just waiting for the angle. Would have been a crisp headshot, but not quite able to make it connect.
Thank you, Fatsy! Thank you for the tier 1.
Just gonna stick around in case they can get it. But he baited forward here aggressively.
If Jin get 3 kill here, I'll give you guys $300 each.
For Paper X.
Yep, this is a very
For
good
reals,
round.
deal.
5 different weapons.
Chat, I'm nobody, bro.
See what they're gonna be
You
able
can't
to do.
request for something
Cross
so
going out
crazy.
towards C. Just waiting. Get the operator back on the line as well.
Deal.
Can't find him.
He has to be with the
Raga.
Bucky though. Prepare your PayPal
Down,
links.
backpedaling here.
Yeah, all of you, deal.
Picking up,
Rifle at the ready.
and that'll be good for Paper X to take stock of
He has
what
to get
they've
it with the
spotted
Bucky.
elsewhere.
Okay.
Vi starting to poke and prod, see what he can spot over at the B site.
Look at that. Bucky still
Oh shit!
Jing trying to
Anti bro.
bouncing forward here onto the B side, ends up getting cut down as Diva finding a nice shot. Coconut similarly.
Oh my god, the spike delivery, holy
now
shit.
Stranded within the B site. Multiple eyes on this here from the side of XLG. Paper X trying to just botch their opportunity to get this up to match point.
I'm a little bit surprised they didn't just set up for the
Meet and
nightfall
greet.
and
What
going
meet and
together
greet?
as a team.
Yeah. Well, with 8 seconds remaining, looks like it's just going to be a save. Something will do a bit more damage here to XLG, but Coconut's got plenty of money. So isn't
How
gonna
will be
sweating
fine.
too much about that.
11 is all we get. Why? Why do you say
XLG
so?
find themselves a 6th round
We'll be
victory.
fine.
Yeah, you'll be happy if this one kind of runs out of time as a defender squad as well. You know, be balancing out your own economy too. So taking 3 in towards the next round, you are all right with. That's always difficult to track, but you made it somewhat easy with the squatting.
Hola.
Paper X with 3 guns being taken to the next round too. You would
Every
assume
time.
that they're just going to force up behind it, which they do.
Every
One away
time.
from the showstopper as well. The Nightfall combination with that one certainly can open up a site in its entirety.
Might just be an aggro play to try to get this work here for Jing. Swing out, and he wins the fight as Roger gets taken down. Martin similarly cleared by Mind Freak. Something looking for the peak. And
Well, he just walked into it. What the fuck?
IOU trying to go on
I mean, he
a bit of
doesn't
an
know, but still.
exploration
Did
mission.
you pick that again? No, it paid
Slowed up
off.
there, good shots from Viva, keeps him locked in position.
Oh
Is
my
able to put the
god, bro,
operator
him
down to the
picking
floor,
that
but the round is
shit,
still
knowing there's an
very
up
much
there,
out of hand.
actually
That being
paid
said,
off.
Coconut fights back.
Nah.
Dead. And Jing is playing here. Up
Ah,
over
we still
the top
won.
of the
It's
block,
GG's,
finds
guys.
Viva.
Listen,
And
I'll see you guys
that
in
is now
Toronto.
Paper X
Wait,
up to
we still
12,
gotta
up to
play
match
like
point.
finals or some shit, no?
Yep, 6 map points to be able to come out with here as well. All it's going to take is 1, and the ultimates will come online eventually that can always assist in that one. Looking a bit better on this map compared to XLG, right in the momentum. Victory in the first map of their own in the overtime fashion. We'll see what XLG are going to be able to muster up in towards this
Going to
next
try.
round.
I don't know.
It's going to be okay.
6 opportunities here for Paper X. 6 rounds needed for XLG.
Wait,
if they
what do
wanna
you mean
give us
EWC?
another
Can we still
overtime,
qualify for EWC?
but right now it just feels like it's a a bit too off kilter. That's a good start though. Mind
I
free.
don't think so, right?
Snuffed up, picked apart.
Am I high?
Not able to find that one.
We can?
Lingering here within the smoke, but Raga
Oh,
just a little bit
shit.
faster and Forsaken dead as he pushes through the one-way.
Oh.
I guess XLG still a bit more fight in him.
I see.
Not gonna go quietly.
What the
into
hell?
night.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
For the same
I thought it was
mountain
like
control,
just two teams,
right
like the top
position
two.
again, but executed this time.
What the fuck?
And give
I don't know how it
Spike
works.
as well. You would assume that this is just going to be one
That's
of those
interesting.
very long
Or
save
slots.
calls or explorations from PRX if they can get any chip damage onto the economy of XLG, which Martin jumping down the wrong spot. It'll be a free.
Sentinels versus PRX. Well, that viewership, you're right, it will be crazy, but I don't know if it's.
Surely
I just hope we
they're the
get a
right
trophy.
that happens. You have 3 players on the
Like a
opposite
master.
side. Why are
Champions
you
would be
ready to
great,
swing
but
and ready to send a
we don't
fault
talk about
line?
that yet.
I'm not even sure if the gate crash would be fast enough to try to escape.
剩余30 秒
Either。way, just trying to draw the attention here. Playing off the clone, but yep, there you go.
Oh,
It's going to be
fuck.
found onto something device, similarly dead, pushing forward into the smoke. XLG
And without.
hanging around
I mean,
for a little
tens
bit
will
longer.
probably watch it, no?
Yeah, but 6 is a pretty
So in that
difficult one to
sense,
contend
I
with,
guess
so
at least
making it
10
5
supporters
now.
will watch
Still
him.
have to be whether in a couple of these
Wait, no, but
last
10s is
rounds.
no longer in Sentinels, right?
Aggressions from PRX
But I
this
think he'll
time,
still
a
watch
little
it.
bit more individual as well with all of the duels that do come in and come out.
一名敌人。
So back on the drawing board for them as well in a actual, I'd like to call this an eco, but it's
PRX gonna buy 10s, bro. He's one of the most expensive person in Valorant to buy. What do you think?
understandable.
I don't know, man. Unless he agrees to take maybe like a pay cut.
This is real cheeky,
Oh.
supposed to be.
He won't watch. Why? Oh no.
Dead. Blind is there, but Viva covering fire keeps YOU alive.
爆能器落在地
Just
上。
Ayo,
gonna
ayo,
fall.
ayo.
Sheriff shots. Oh no. Rough around the edges to say the least. It's going to be a flawless. As XLG, they might just be making this
Jinx,
happen.
what did I
It's
say?
all
How
right,
can I
you
be a
You
jinx?
laugh that one off. It's your eco round. You've got your guns coming
What a-
back in
well-
the next one. It's all good.
I'm not
It
gonna say
happens
anything.
to the best of us.
OT, no way, man. There's no fucking way we're going OT.
bait out an
There's so
Armageddon
many
as
more rounds
well.
they need to get. I mean, not
So
impossible,
you
don't
make
get
it
me
a little
wrong,
bit
but
weaker for XLG
Oh
to
shit,
come
naman.
back towards this map, but if we start to see shots hit like that, well then maybe, just maybe.
Putang ina
combat
mo,
will start to
bobo.
come on.
Bangsat tolol.
Big
What else
round
am I
now to be
missing?
had. If you can weather this one as XLG, well maybe, yeah. We'll
Sure.
start to
We get a G.
have depth in this. Time fall out.
Chiba! Shiba?
Stopper. Drawn out. That's going to be a double
GG,
stack.
GG.
Jing.
It's over now.
Explosive way to try to bring
Ace
this
for $5
map
million,
to its
Jing.
conclusion. 3K technically on for the ace, and he is going to
Wait,
find the fourth.
whoa,
Raga
what the fuck?
dead. Martin noted, still alive.
Kill it, kill it, kill
Pole
it!
position,
God,
will
I'm
be
like,
able to
joking,
find
bro.
it. Closes it out in style. Jing
yo.
bringing this one
I
to
just
a
shut the hell up, I
swift
swear to
end.
God.
13-8 here on Lotus. PRX.
And
They
no
get
way
the
he actually
bounty,
got
they
an
get
ace there,
themselves
bro.
into
What the
the grand
fuck?
final, and they get the 2-0.